Oh, I just farted. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Six and Below. This week, we're on a journey to Vietnam with Missing in Action and Chuck Norris himself.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Erik. This is Darren.
Welcome into Six and Below Movie Podcast.
Cue the intro.
Back to an oldie.
I know, right? This is my first ever Chuck Norris film. Ever.
Chuck Norris virgin.
Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris has took my virginity.
Yes.
I've been Norrised. Or chucked.
Oh, Norris.
Norris.
Sounds well, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
It does, mate.
I've been well and truly Norrised.
This is 40 years old.
I know. It's the same age as me.
That's crazy.
I know.
He's older than us.
1985, isn't it?
No, 84.
Oh, is it 84?
84.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
I think this is one of the oldest films we've covered.
It could well be, yeah.
Gotta be.
Yeah, we haven't done anything older than this, have we?
Don't think so. Do you know what? I'll check which is our oldest film
Yeah.
when you do the director and stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you get straight to the click quiz?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, guys, if you know what film this is starring Mr. Chuck himself, let us know down below in comments or contact us on
sixandbelowpodcast@gmail.com. I know I'm definitely not going to know it.
I heard another rumor that you were bitten by a king cobra.
Yeah, I was. But after 5 days of agonizing pain, the cobra died.
He is taking the piss out of himself.
Oh, fucking hell.
That is quality.
Is that Stallone with him?
Possibly.
Possibly. Okay. I've
Did
no
you need
idea.
subtitles when he spoke? Is that why you knew it
No,
was him?
because he was like, Cobra. And Chuck's like, fuck you, 30.
Just staring at him.
Yeah. What did you say, mate? You all right? You look like you're having a stroke.
That's well gone, mate, these strokes.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Seen any good films recently?
No, not really. It's been a bit of a whirlwind week, to be honest, because of the bank holiday and that. It just seems like it's flown by. To be honest, it was a bit of a chore trying to watch this film, should I say.
Yeah, it was for me, to be fair.
I think you only got like 1.5 watches in.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bank holiday, it makes a big difference, doesn't it?
It really, really does.
For the amount of time that you have.
Yeah. Have you seen anything good?
2 films, actually.
Oh, yeah, go on.
X-Men.
Oh, are you still making a watch these?
We're going through them all at the moment. So if people don't know, last week I mentioned I was watching the X-Men, and we're going to be watching every single one of them from start to finish in order. And I'm not doing like chronological order, so I'm not watching the young ones first. I'm watching like the year they came out.
Which one are you up to?
So, watched X-Men 2.
Yeah.
Then X-Men 3
Right.
this week. And I will be honest with you, they're a lot better than what I actually remember them being.
Really? I don't know
Yeah.
why, but I
They really held up well.
have they?
Yeah. I don't know if you
What
remember
happens
it.
in the second and third one? I can't remember.
So the second one is the one with Nightcrawler, where
Right.
he attacks the president's office. And I've got to admit, the CGI and the
Yeah.
effects done when the guy was teleporting from in front of him to behind the guards, kicking them, fighting them, and then appearing and reappearing and do all that stuff.
Yeah, I know which one. you
Really,
mean.
really good.
Yeah.
And the storyline's not too bad. And then the third one is where Jean comes back as Phoenix, kills Cyclops, Professor X gets killed, Magneto loses his powers. Basically, everybody just gets killed, really.
Right. I don't remember that.
Hence why the next one in order is Wolverine's Origins. And then after that is when they're all younger.
Oh, that Wolverine Origins was terrible. Is
It's
that the
shit,
one where
man.
it's like mainly based in Japan?
I think it might be.
Yeah, because I think that's the one with where he has his brother in it, and then he's played by that God, what's his name? Levi something.
Yeah, they didn't do it his original look. They changed his look, didn't they?
Yeah, because is that the one where like he's at Hiroshima when the bomb goes off, and he saves that Japanese guy?
I can't remember it, to be honest with you. He joins like the Yakuza or some shit, doesn't he?
I can't remember. Is it 2? It's a 2 like origin film. Oh no.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 standalone films in there. Because there's that one where it's like set a little bit in the future, the one where he dies.
That's Logan.
That's
But
Logan.
there's 2 Wolverine ones, and then
Logan's-
there's Logan as well.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've lost complete track of them. Maybe I need to watch them as well, to be honest.
Yeah, to be fair, though, honestly, they really held up well. And the reason why we've been watching them is because we watched the Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
And there's some characters in there. I was saying to Leanne, oh, that's the guy. And one thing that was really good is, because obviously you've seen Deadpool, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, the Sabretooth that they brought back into that
He's the same guy.
was the original actor from the first X-Men who played character.
Is Sabretooth supposed to be Wolverine's brother?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
it's the original actor.
Is that picked up in the X-Men films? Because I never clocked in on that, but I think in Deadpool and Wolverine, he says, "Oh, look, it's your brother."
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah,
but,
I think it's Wolverine Origins. I think they might mention something.
Is it?
I think so.
Because when he's actually in the film, I might have missed it. It was only a very quick kind of mention in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, what are you saying? So it's the same actor.
Yeah, same actor. And also, what I noticed what was really good in Deadpool and Wolverine, Pyro is in it as well.
Oh yeah. It's the same guy as well, there, isn't it?
Yeah, he's the original actor from the original X-Men.
Yeah, because he's the kid and he that goes over to Magneto's side.
Yeah.
And is it number 2? Is it?
Yeah.
First one, I can't remember.
I think it's the end of the first one, and then number 2 is with them as well.
Yeah.
It got me thinking now. Actually, I've just bloody watched it.
Because I vaguely remember a scene where he's at the front of someone's house and he's basically torching all the cops.
Yeah. That's the third one.
Yeah. Or was that the third one?
Yeah.
Right. It might be then. It's one of them. In one of them.
No, I think it's number 2.
Is that number 2?
I'm getting myself confused because I watched one on Monday and one on Tuesday. So I'll fix myself.
Well, it all got fucking confusing in that franchise because he started off with like them all as full-grown adults and bringing kind of Wolverine in and stuff like that. Because the first one's about Wolverine joining them in it.
Yeah, with Rogue.
And then you have 3 of them, and then they went to the Days of Future Past and all that bollocks when they got like the younger cast members in, and so on. And then there's the standalone films.
Yep.
And then they carried on with that younger cast and they made that shit film Dark Phoenix.
Yep. I'm not
Have you
seen that one
yet.
No.
With Sansa out of Game of Thrones in it.
It's meant to be bad, isn't it?
It is bad.
Yeah.
It is bad. Mainly because she can't act. Like, fair enough in Game of Thrones because she was that character, if you know what I mean. Because she was such a kid when she was so young when she started the role. It kind of grew up with her, so she was that character. But when you then take in her and put her into an already developed character, like in Jean Grey and so on, just doesn't pull it off in my eyes.
I talked about Game of Thrones though.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's a little bit mad that was like one of the biggest series ever?
Yeah.
And nobody's come out as a massive actor afterwards. They've not had a really massive, successful career afterwards. You got Emily Clark, who's done a bit, hasn't she?
She did a little bit, and then you had Kit Harington, is it?
Who's done like 1 or 2 films.
The only thing I can think of was that Pompeii film.
Yeah.
And then he was in the Eternals as well, but he was also in the Eternals with Rob Stark.
Yeah, he was in it as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, because he was like a Superman, basically, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I think they've done a couple of TV shows as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who else, because then...
That Arya, she's not done anything.
Arya's not done anything, no. Maisie
Sansa hasn't really done much, because obviously she's got a rich boyfriend. She doesn't have to do any acting.
Yeah, hasn't she split with him? She married him, didn't she? One of the Jonas brothers.
Yeah.
Anyway, then who else was in it? I can't think of it. Obviously Sean Bean, but he died in like series 1. Mark Addy.
He dies in everything.
He died in series 1. Who else is there?
I don't know.
Because even like the likes of like Jamie Lannister and Cersei and all them, you've not seen them in anything.
Not really.
Maybe they just made that much money from it. They retired. The only other one really is Tyrion.
Peter Dinklage as well.
Dinklage, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He's been in a few bits.
1 or 2.
1 or 2, yeah.
Have you seen
I know what you mean. Considering it was such a huge series, there was no one really that stood out. Unless I'm completely forgetting someone.
No.
I feel like I'm forgetting someone, but no, I don't think I am. Because even like
Sam Worthington's done a bit, hasn't he?
Sam Worthington. He wasn't in.
Is that Tully?
Oh. No, Sam Worthington's the guy out of Terminator and that. Terminator Salvation. And that.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I know what you mean, though. The fat guy.
Yeah, what's his name? He played Sam.
Yeah, he played Sam, yeah. I know what you mean, though.
He was
The
in
Night's Watch
Moonfall.
fella. Huh?
In Moonfall.
Yeah, and he was in that. Have you seen that Free Body Problem? That series on Netflix.
No.
Really good series. That you should watch it. But he was in that for a little bit. He had a
Yep.
little starring role in that. Other than that, yeah, not much. Not much. Yeah. Considering, have you read the speaking of like big series and stuff? I think I think it might be HBO. Obviously, don't quote me on it. Apparently, they're making a Harry Potter series.
Been talking about it for a while, I think.
Yeah, apparently releasing in. I think it was. If this, I'm all trying to think of this at the top of my head, but 2026. And they're doing it, but apparently they're gonna do it over like 7 years or something. But basically follow the books. Because the films don't really follow the books at all.
Right.
There's loads that the film miss out. And apparently they're going to do it that, which would be amazing.
Yeah.
I love Harry Potter.
You still watching your Grey's Anatomy?
I am, yeah, unfortunately.
Fortunately, you love it, mate. You love it.
I do like it. It's a good series, to be fair.
Right, okay. Anyway, let's get on to the
Have
film
you ever watched
that
it?
we're reviewing.
Have you ever watched it?
I haven't, no.
Then don't judge. Do not judge, Glee.
Season 1 was good, right?
Season 1, right? Yeah.
You've gone past season 1, haven't you, on Grey's?
I'm on like season 8.
Well, there you go. That's different.
Yeah. And there's like 28 episodes of series.
That's different.
What? Good
Right.
series.
Vitals.
Go on.
For Missing in Action.
Oh,
That's what everybody's tuned in for. Legendary himself, Mr. Chuck Norris.
Mr. Norris.
Released in 1984. Runtime 1 hour and 40 minutes. IMDb rating 5.4. Metacritic 43. Amazon star rating 4.5.
Of course it is.
Of course. Rotten Tomatoes. Critics 19. Audience 43.
Wow, that's a lot higher than I thought it'd be.
You reckon?
I think I say that every week.
You do. But critics, I think it's a bit harsh.
What was it? 11?
19.
19, sorry. No, I think that's about right.
Budget.
Let me guess. 1984. 3 million.
It's Chuck Norris.
2
His
million.
prime.
1 million.
He dropped it.
5 mil.
You sound like fucking Chuck Norris doing his negotiations.
Right?
How much is it? 10 million. 5.
Pointing at a gun.
No.
No. Fuck off.
2.2. You can lower the word said before.
Mate, he's bad at negotiating in that scene, though, isn't he?
He's really bad in all of them.
I know.
I'll get to him soon when we get to him.
I don't think he knows what numbers are.
2.25.
I wasn't that far off. You
Nah, you
I
wasn't, to
said
be
3
fair.
mil, and you're like, oh, Chuck Norris at his prime. Dickhead.
Yeah, 2.25 million.
Did this release in the cinema?
I don't know, but it made 22.8.
Fucking hell.
So, made its
That's-
money.
Made someone a nice chunk of change. Because that in 1984, that'd be like $1 trillion today.
To be fair, yeah. Yeah.
I'm bad at math too.
There's no CGI anyway, is there?
No. No.
No.
It's all practical effects.
In the year of 1984, this movie was ranked 46 out of the top 200. And the top grossing films of this year was Beverly Hills Cop, which made 234 million.
Right.
Ghostbusters, the original, 229 million. And Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, 179 million.
Nice. And this was what,
didn't
46?
think that was that old.
Which?
Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, it's old as fuck, man.
I don't think it was like that old. Because I remember watching it as a
Was
kid.
that the Temple of Doom?
Yeah.
So the first one was Raiders, wasn't it? So that was even before then.
Yeah.
Temple of Doom was the second one.
Shit.
Yeah. But think how young Harrison Ford looks in it compared to now. He's a walking corpse now.
Yeah, true.
Emily, my daughter, said to me, "The zombies exist," and I showed him a picture of Harrison Ford and said, "What do you think?"
He's still
not slept
walking
for a
around the
week.
crypt.
Yeah.
However, this movie was higher grossing than Neverending Story,
Right.
Children of the Corn, and Ice Pirates.
Ice Pirates.
Yeah, Ice Pirates.
Ice Pirates.
Ice Pirates.
Pirates of Ice.
North of the Wall.
North of the Wall, Ice Pirates.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that film about?
Ice Pirates.
Like, what are they
I don't know.
pirating ice?
I don't know.
What is it like? This isn't real ice, it's pirated.
I don't know, but this
Oh.
could be on our list.
I don't want to watch Ice Pirates, mate. That's not what I signed up for.
Well, I decide. So we might have to watch Ice Pirates, Eric.
right. Oh, fucking hell. What was the other one? What was the second one in that?
Children of the Corn.
Have you ever seen that?
Stephen King in it.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Isn't it like, it's always what they used to like parody when people used to go to like watch a horror film at kind of a drive-in movie in America. One of it was Children of the Corn 3.
Yeah, I think like aliens came and took over the kids
Know what it is?
in the cornfields. Something like that, yeah. And they were killing everybody.
Sneaky aliens in the cornfield.
I think
I thought it was just kids that worked the land.
No.
Like, you know,
Hey, boy, you're not going to school.
they
Get over
work in
there.
cornfield.
Get plowing that field.
Get in there with some scissors, safety scissors. There's the kids there like, I want to go to school, Daddy.
Shut up, get that corn.
Yeah, get that fucking corn. You got a quota to fill.
Okay, do you want to let us know who it's directed, written, and who it stars?
Yeah, I can do. So it was directed by a guy called Joseph Zito. Now, as you can probably imagine, he's not known for much. So obviously missing in action. The only thing I can really see that would maybe anyone would know, well, that I would know, is Friday the 13th, the final chapter from 1984.
All right, okay.
That's rated a 6. And then, yeah, that was pretty much it. It had 3 writers, a guy called Arthur Silver, Larry Levinson, and Stephen Bing. Yeah. So
What's his name?
Stephen Bing.
Stephen Bing.
Stephen Bing.
Is he related to Bing Bing?
Bing Bing. That might be, I think it's her husband. Bing Bing.
Just imagine that her name was like Bing whatever, like Bing Shoe,
Yeah.
and then married to someone Stephen Bing. It's like,
I'd have kept Bing Shoe.
instead like Bing Bing.
Bing Bing. Bing Bing. Oh, I miss Bing Bing.
I know.
Bring back Bing Bing. Mate, imagine that though. It's like, this is my wife, Bing. Stephen, though, your surname's Bing. I know it's Bing Bing. Yeah. Hello, Bingy. The only thing I can see that these guys have done is, and Stephen Bing has been producer on Get Carter and Kangaroo Jack.
All right, okay, classic.
They've got writing credits, but it's all just shit.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. So the film itself stars our main man Chuck Norris as
That's what you need to
Colonel
do,
James
mate, really.
Braddock, and I think the only other mention is
Jack.
E. Emmett Walsh as Jack Tucker, and then there was one guy, the guy who played General Tran, James Hong. Now he's got a familiar face. He was always kind of like, I think he played quite a few bad guys. He's been in Kung Fu Panda 2 as Mr. Ping. Is that his dad? And he was in Big Trouble in Little China, and he was also in that Everything Everywhere All at Once.
All right.
Have you seen that film?
No.
Well, his name in it is Gong Gong. Gong Gong. Good film, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take your word for
Watch
it.
it. You know who it's got in it? Short Round out of Temple of Doom as an adult.
Has it?
Yeah.
No way. So it's quite a new film then, is it?
Yeah, it came out in 2022.
I think I might have seen it advertised actually. Got
Yeah,
loads of awards, didn't it?
7.8 on IMDb.
Yeah. Got loads of awards.
Yeah. Mad. It's like about interdimensional travel and shit, but it's good. Good.
Right.
Definitely recommend that one.
Right, and just before we start,
Oh god. I hate to think, right, considering this is Chuck Norris and you have a bit of a hard on for Chuck.
Chuck's a legend.
You have a Chuck on.
I've got a Chuck on.
You have got a Chuck on.
Okay, here we go.
Go on.
So, legend has it, Chuck Norris doesn't read books. He stares them down until he gets the information he wants. Since 1940, the year of Chuck Norris was born, roundhouse kick-related deaths have increased 13,000%. Chuck Norris doesn't sleep. He just waits.
He just waits.
Chuck Norris started to sell his pee in a canned beverage. It's now called Red Bull.
That would make sense.
Yep.
It does taste like Norris piss.
Chuck Norris drinks napalm to fight his heartburn.
You made all these up yourself?
Oh, yeah. If Chuck Norris ever misspelled a word, Oxford would change the spelling in their dictionary to match it.
Of course he would. He'd be rude not to.
Chuck Norris, he killed 2 stones with 1 bird.
I like that one.
Chuck Norris enters a room. He doesn't turn off the lights. He turns off the dark.
He turns off the dark. Dark be gone.
Yes. When Chuck Norris does a push-up, he's pushing the earth down.
Okay.
Chuck Norris once roundhouse kicked a horse into the chin. Its descendants have now been known as a giraffe.
Oh, Jesus.
And
Is there
that's all
anything
for
this
now.
man can't do?
Not much.
Was
his
it you
real
that
name-
told me that he trained with Bruce Lee?
Yeah, trained Bruce Lee for a bit.
Like, what, for like 10 minutes?
He's in one of the films as well. I'm not too sure which one. I think it might be either Fist of Fury or Enter the Dragon. It's one of them.
Do you reckon if Bruce Lee was still alive and I went down and spent 10 minutes with him and he showed me how to quickly do a punch, would that mean I could then tell people that I trained with Bruce Lee?
I think they were like proper training partners.
Were they?
Yeah, he's won loads and loads of fighting championships and stuff.
Beard grooming competition.
Could be.
Mate, is it me or does he look like a shaggy dog?
He does.
He does. You know how like people say people look like their dogs? He just looks like a dog.
Yeah, he has got a shaggy dog.
He is a weird looking motherfucker. And he walks funny as well.
He does.
He does walk funny.
Yeah.
He walks like he's got a hidden fist somewhere.
Out his beard.
What's that off?
Family Guy.
Family Guy, that's it. It comes out his beard, yeah.
His real name is
Yeah.
actual Carlos Ray.
Carlos?
Yeah.
Carlos Ray.
Doesn't
Where'd he
sound as
get-
hard as Chuck.
Really doesn't. Although,
Um,
now I'm looking at him on the background, he does look like a Carlos.
A little bit.
Carlos
Um,
Ray.
He's actual half Native American.
Which half?
So his Irish
The
mother,
bottom half.
he had an Irish mother, and his father was a Cherokee.
You could get fucked. Say Irish, his mother.
Yeah.
He definitely got more of them genes. I reckon his mum's cheated there. He don't look like a fucking Native American. A fucking Cherokee. Maybe from the bottom down.
Oh, that's why he works like he does.
Maybe.
His stirrups from birth.
What do you think his what do you think his Indian name would be?
Roundhouse.
Roundhouse. Reckon he's the hardest ginger in the world.
I think
You
it's
think
on
of
there.
anyone who's ginger that could outdo him?
Okay, so here we go, right?
Because he's basically a day walker, isn't he?
So this is his martial arts background, yeah?
Right, go on.
Right. He's a black belt in Tang Soo Do, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Judo.
Yeah.
He served in the United States Air Force. He's won many martial arts championships and later founded his own discipline called the Chun Kuk Do. He's got his own martial arts.
Called what?
Chun Kuk Do.
Chungkok do.
Chun Kuk Do.
Chungkok do.
Yep. He's trained with, obviously, loads of, he's actually trained up celebrities for different stuff.
Right.
Um,
Couple of people have got into it from that, like, because didn't Van Damme do that type of thing as well?
Way of the Dragon is the film that he done with Bruce Lee.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's got loads of
So he's a
awards.
genuine guy, genuine fighter.
Genuine fighter, mate, yeah.
Oh, well, maybe I should stop with the ginger jokes then.
Mate, he'll come around here and roundhouse kick you.
You probably would. How old is he now? What was he born? 1940.
Oh, yeah, he's old.
Did we find out how old he is?
Let's have a quick-
How old is
1940.
Chuck Norris? I'm rubbish at maths, dude.
1940.
He's going to be about 80. Fuck me. He's 84 years of age.
And he's still kicking our ass.
Mate, looking at him now, yeah, he'd still fucking kick my ass every day of the week.
That's right.
Jesus Christ. Chucky Norris. Carlos Ray Chuck Norris is an American martial artist, actor, black belt in the Tang Soo Do, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Judo. Wowzers.
Oh my God. Check this out, right?
Cool.
So-
Yeah, go on.
Chuck retired, right, from competition in 1974.
Yeah.
So he's only been doing it for like, until he was 34 or something, like, I think it says. But anyway, he retired the competition in 1974 with a record of 183 wins,
Yeah.
10 losses, or 10 draws, I think it might be, then 2 losses.
Fucking hell.
So it was 183, 10, 2.
Jesus Christ.
And he was named Fighter of the Year by Black Belt Magazine.
Jesus Christ.
Magazine.
Jesus, Carlos. You crazy bastard. Oh, Jesus. But no, he's I didn't expect him to be 84 years of age, I'll tell you that.
Also, he's been awarded several medals in the Air Force, right, for Good Conduct Medal,
Yeah.
the National Defence Service Medal, and the Korean Service Medal.
Oh, nice. So he served in Korea.
Yeah.
Nice.
Supposedly, though, this film is meant to be a
Like a tribute to his brother, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who died in the war.
Jesus.
There we go. We're learning everything tonight about Chuck, aren't we?
Vietnam, man. You
Vietnam.
weren't there, man. You weren't there. But no, no, good on you, Chuck. Bloody hell. I didn't, like I say, I didn't realise he was that old now. But in the film, when she kind of gives a bit of a background, she mentions that he's 38.
Mm.
And I was thinking, fuck me, I still feel like I'm 15 and he looks like he's 38 and looking like a grown-ass man. And I'm like, Jesus, I've got some growing up to do.
I've got no fucking hairs on my chest, mate.
No, I can't even grow a full beard.
Same.
Yeah.
Mr. Shaggy Dog here.
And I'm 1 year older than he is in there. Mate.
It's mad, isn't it? 'Cause like you say, when you look at him, he looks like a real man, doesn't he? Like, face man.
Yeah.
And you look at us.
And then you look at us and we're like, oh, girly and whatnot.
Got hair on my chest.
Huh.
Can't grow a beard.
I've got a hair on my chest. I'm very proud of it.
Right, shall we get on to the movie?
May as well.
May
Rather
as
than
well.
talking about, no one wants to hear about our lack of chest hair.
No.
I've got pubes though, I promise.
So the movie starts off in the middle of the Vietnam War with our hero, legend, godlike soldier.
Mate,
That is Chuck Norris.
How long was that intro?
The films in the 80s, I've noticed, in the early 90s, the intros, it's like American Ninja. It's like 4 hours long. It's like...
Do you think it's because we don't have the attention span that they used to back in the 80s?
Everybody turns it off.
I think that's what it is. Because, and it was proper 18 music as well.
Yeah.
And, to be honest, the music in this, you always talk about the audio in it, but the music in this film pissed me off.
Yeah, it was quite annoying. It kept switching as well, which was really weird.
It was really weird.
An example, one of the scenes when he walks over towards a general, there's like piano music playing in the background, and then the piano music fades, and it turns into like music from Halloween.
Yeah.
When he's talking to the general, and then the general walks away, and then the like audio for the piano gets lifted.
It was like that Halloween, that
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
It was fucking weird. But like, they were like, get the synthesizer out. Come on, lads. Give it all you've got. It was fucking shit. But we forgot to do general notes, but anyway.
All right.
Have you got any?
No.
The only one I had was that, why didn't he just tell the senator that he knows where the camps are? But we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But anyway, so it opens up and we're in Vietnam and it's very peaceful. Little camera panning across this nice little quiet jungle. And then all hell fucking breaks loose.
He said, though, that Chuck Norris didn't have to wear a helmet because everybody else would cause more damage than the mortar strikes.
I've got on here, no helmet, question mark.
Everybody else has got a helmet running around. He's like with shaggy dog hair.
Yeah, everyone's got fucking regulation haircut, helmet, a normal standard issue M16. He comes rocking out the bushes, massive beard, shaggy hair, no helmet, and a fucking massive M16 with a big grenade launcher on the bottom of it. And then all he says for like the next 10 minutes now is, come on, move it, come on. He must say it like 100 times.
Yeah, does a bit of a Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Picks up with one of the injured soldiers off the
does.
side, so I'll throw you on my shoulder.
Fucking Forrest Norris over there.
And as they're running through the forest, Chuck manages to get his own team members killed because he was so in awe of being in his presence.
I know.
The guy kills 2 guys in front of Chuck. Chuck looks at him, sticks his thumbs up. He looks back at him, sticks his thumbs back, and gets shot.
Yeah, mate. He's such a distraction. He shouldn't be there.
He really shouldn't.
The only reason the Viet Cong were chasing him was to try and get an autograph.
Yeah.
That was it. I was like, they're like, Mr. Chucky, Mr. Chuck, sign my piece of paper. He's like, no, fuck off. He'd only gone there for a fucking picnic, mate. Fucking Punisher style.
Jam sandwiches.
Just jam sandwiches, yeah. And it's like, who are all these Viet Cong? Oh, for fuck's sake. It's not the first time he gets his men killed, though, like I say.
No,
from,
but US Army now are trying to get on board the helicopters what have been landed on the ground. And they get ambushed, like basically a nest bunker, what you want to call it, with an LMG, right where the helicopters land. It's like, would it not be a better idea to, make the place safe for the helicopters to land? Instead of sending 60 guys running at the helicopters, I think only 6 actually survived. There's like bodies everywhere. But I don't know if you noticed, when the camera kept cutting to the helicopter and then back to the people running, the bodies were disappeared.
I didn't notice that, no.
Yeah.
They just kept, did you move about, yeah? Was there anywhere they got up, just like in American Ninja?
Probably, yeah. won't surprise me.
I did notice, though, like you said about that LMG net.
Yeah.
There's like a view from the gunner's angle of the LMG, and he's there shooting, and the men are literally just running along one at a time in front of this LMG. And
Not
it's
lemmings.
it is like lemmings.
But, oh no!
It's like, they just see a helicopter and they're like, run towards the helicopter. But they're just literally there. They don't even move the gun. They just aim it in one place, and all the men are just running. Dead one, dead one, dead one.
There's like a pile, wasn't it? Like 10 bodies.
Yeah, and
Like, you know what's killed on them guys?
it was. I mean, I'm not being funny. It's a fucking LMG. It's noisy. I mean, Jesus Christ. But the choppers do fuck all to help. The choppers have literally got gunners on the side of them, which I must mention, one of the gunners, right?
He's just moving it around.
He's just moving it around, going like, it's almost like he's making the noises himself. He's
That's
just
why-
sat there like a kid going, "Poof, poof, 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 poof," but there's
That's
nothing
why
else
none
to
of
do
the
with
enemy
it.
were dying.
It was yeah.
He's just like, just pointing at them.
I think they were rationing bullets, but
It's even that.
it's a guy with the American flag helmet on, wasn't it? And he's just pretending to shoot.
Yeah, nothing was happening.
And then
It's so weird.
yeah, and then one guy gets shot, and they run over to pick him up, and they're like hiding behind bamboo sticks, well, in front of the LMG, and they're like, "Oh, it's the LMG," and there's like it's like this thin as fuck bamboo stick, and then one of the guys gets shot, and they think it's a good idea to run out in front of the LMG to try and help him.
Yeah.
What? Who trained you? Did they just give all the training to Chuck and say, "Yeah, you guys will be fine. We'll just train this guy.
Yeah.
Only one of you needs to be good.
Just stay away from him, though, right? Don't let go in his aura.
Yeah.
Right? He'll get you killed.
Don't let him distract you." But no, and then
It takes Norris, so doesn't it, to run over and actually blow it up?
oh yeah, so Chuck comes along, grabs a grenade because I just put, "Here comes Chuck," and then he throws this perfect grenade. But this bunker, right on top of it, is full of sandbags and all stuff like that. He throws one little piddly grenade right on the top of it. It blows up on the top, and then
How
all of a
big was
sudden,
that
everyone
explosion?
underneath blows up.
How big was that explosion?
What for such a tiny little grenade? It was fucking massive.
The explosions were great in this.
Mate, some of them though, like it's like they throw a little, like I'll mention later on, but like when the C4 goes off
In the village.
in the village,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like a
I've got
nuke
that.
went off, like a fucking nuke. But did you notice he kills 2 men with one shot on the treehouse thing?
I told you.
Yeah.
So it takes, mate.
He didn't even have a bullet in the gun.
He just looked at them.
He just pointed the gun at him and went bang, and they just fell down dead.
Oh,
But
shit.
this is where so he runs up like this treehouse fucking thing. Why do you? So is this village that they're in? Is this like a Viet Cong like village that they've gone into?
I
'Cause-
don't know if it's like a little camp or something.
Why would you arrange for a helicopter pickup in the middle of the enemy camp?
Oh, yeah.
Because they've already got an LMG nest set up. The fucking men are everywhere. And it's like, where do you want picking up from? Well, they've got a nice little landing spot in the middle of their base. Let's just
Been
go
using it
there.
as a football field. I'm sure
Yeah.
it's safe.
We'll ring ahead. Do you mind if we use your field? Oh, it's fucking daft. But then this is where I think 2 guys are underneath him. He's on like a little ledge, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he
So
shouts
two
down to
guys.
them.
One of
Yeah.
them's been injured. One's carrying him.
Yeah.
And the guy kills a couple of the enemies. And he looks at Chuck. Chuck gives him a little nod of approval. And then he gets shot.
Yeah.
And then to make
Again.
it worse, right, to make things worse, as they're on the floor in agony, like being wounded, some guy just comes over and starts like skewering him with his fucking bayonet. He's like, yeah.
He just
Yeah.
starts. He's there for ages. And Chuck's just watching, doing nothing. But big gun then, he's just like, well, this is interesting. And the guy's literally like you say, he's just going, yeah, yeah, yeah.
He stabs him about 25 times. It's crazy. He literally stabs one of them about 8 times, then moves on to the next one,
Yeah.
stabs him about 8 times. Chuck's there going, good job there, mate.
I've got some criticisms. And then he gets his nades off his chest.
Yeah, instead of using a gun,
Yeah, he's literally there. The guy's like where you are to me, but like he's above him. And instead of using his gun, he goes, may as well use these nades. Fucking flicks the pins off and then jumps on them to a big explosion.
but he's
How did
perfectly
he
fine.
survive that?
But he's perfectly fine, but there's a creator below him.
Yeah. How did he survive it?
It's Chuck Norris, mate.
I don't care if
Can't
he's
blow him
fucking
up.
Chuck
It's
Norris.
Chuck Norris.
But this is the opening to the film, and he jumps off, and that's how the opening finishes.
It does.
And it's just like, then Chuck wakes up and at first I thought, is this a dream?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it must be.
I don't know. To be honest.
Because he should
It's
be
weird.
dead.
You think that's why everybody was giving him thumbs up? 'Cause it's a dream.
I think so, yeah. I think
Could be.
he was just one of Chuck's wet dreams. He woke up covered in his own goo. Megan Fox style.
Megan just walks past. Oh, God, what's that?
Jesus.
That's my career gone.
But then Chuck's like, he wakes up and he's in this motel room and we get a bit of a news expo of like talking about Vietnam and them still prisoners and shit about.
Say the movie title.
Missing in action. Yeah. But then he goes over to the window and I'm like, what's he fucking waiting for? A hooker?
It's really weird, wasn't it?
Hey, some of the scenes in this, I mentioned it to you today when we were having a quick chat about it. He just dragged them out for no reason.
And very pointless.
It's like, I think in that scene, he gets up, he watches the news, he goes to his fridge, grabs a beer, walks over to the window, and stares out the window.
Yep. Then
And
put
that's
Spider-Man on for a bit.
Yeah.
Starts watching the cartoon Spider-Man.
Yeah. And then he's watching, yeah. And then it's just scenes like that, and it just drags out. It's like, oh yeah, because I always wanted to see how Chuck Norris gets himself a beer out the fridge. And surprised the fridge doesn't come to him.
It's a good 5 minutes long as well.
It is. I
But
mean,
pointless.
this film's an hour and 40, and you'll see from as we go through it that it could probably be narrowed down to about half hour if you just hurried up a bit.
Yeah. I did
But
notice that, to be fair.
So then he has another flashback, doesn't he?
Yeah,
And now Chuck's a prisoner walking across some rice fields or something.
Yeah, this is really weird, isn't it?
It is
'Cause
weird.
At first,
Who's
I thought,
mortaring them?
that's what I thought they was getting attacked by the Americans or something, yeah?
Yeah.
Right? Because what it is, like you say, right, you got rice fields on either side. They're on like the embankment, all chained up to each other like a chain gang. And then you got the Vietnamese guards next to them. But it's the Vietnamese what are mortar firing themselves. And then they start shooting around everywhere. And it's like, what they're shooting at? Why is everybody blowing shit up when there's no war going on? And then one of them gets a friendly fire. And then Chuck gets the fourth guy now killed. Because the general turns around and goes, it's 1-for-1. Shoots Chuck, but the bullet ricochets off Chuck and kills the guy next to him.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Goes ping.
Bounces right off him, just like ping.
Fourth guy dead.
He gets his megaphone down, doesn't he? And megaphone out, the main guy, and he goes, one of yours for mine. Shoots Chuck, like you say, bounces off. It's this other guy. And then Chuck then decides to pick him up and take him home as a souvenir.
Did he?
Well, he carried him off.
I didn't remember that bit.
He picks him up, puts him on his shoulder, and Boris notices him out of there again.
But I really don't understand what happens. But then it goes back to present day.
Because like you say, I thought it was the American shooting. I thought that's why you're saying you kill one of ours, I'll kill one of yours. But it wasn't when you kind of glimpse at the guys in the mortars. It's the Viet Cong again.
Yeah.
Fucking daft.
It is. It's really odd the way they did it. But then it cuts back to present day. Chuck's still in his room, drinking a beer, getting dressed.
Hooker's not arrived yet.
Yeah, Hooker's not arrived. Watching Spider-Man cartoon again.
Yeah.
And then gets pissed off of it. Roundhouse kicks it and it just explodes.
Yeah. Well, he comes on the news, doesn't it? About it has a little thing about him saying that they think that they're people missing in action still from the Vietnam War being held in camps, and that he's mentioned that Colonel Braddock escaped with 10 other men. And when he finally got back to the US, he said that there were other camps there where men are still being held.
Yep.
And they had some evidence, and they were talking about Colonel Braddock possibly going over to Vietnam to some kind of summit there.
Yeah,
and then he has
given an expo about Chuck, who is that guy they're talking about.
And then he has a hissy fit and kicks his telly over.
That TV just exploded.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
Like, Jesus, mate, would you having that?
I know.
Power his kicks, mate.
Where he keeps his grenades in it.
Yeah. Chuck meets up with the United States Senator, flies out to Vietnam in search for remaining prisoner war camps.
They're slagging him off on the plane, aren't they?
Yeah. They're saying, he shouldn't have been dressed up and stuff like that.
Yeah. He's like, this guy's crazy. Proper slagging him off, and Chuck comes along and goes, talking about me. And they're like, no, Chuck, no.
George, man, he's got hearing like a cat.
He has. And they're in Ho Chi Minh City, formerly Saigon.
See, what was the Street Fighter called?
Oh, it wasn't Saigon.
That's what I thought it might have been, Neil, when I first heard it.
I think it's called Saigon nowadays, but wasn't Ho Chi Minh that fucking crazy guy who started all the communism over in Vietnam?
Street Fighter.
Oh, in Vietnam. Ho Chi Minh. Apparently it was called Ho Chi Minh City. So we meet the General Transvestite. General Tran.
General Tran.
Yeah. Chuck won't shake his hand because he's a sore loser.
He really wouldn't, would he?
He wouldn't know.
He's like, shake your hands, like, no chance.
He's like, nope.
Well, to be honest with you, mate, the guy was in fear. He might break his hand if he shook his hand.
Oh, yeah. And that would have been a diplomatic nightmare. Imagine. You don't want to touch them hands. I mean, just him doing this towards you is enough to kill you.
It really is, mate.
Just the movement of the air.
That's
pushing on you from the
end. Watching that fist popping out of his beard.
And then he spots Vin, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Giving him the death stare. According to the credits, his name's Vin. V-I-N-H.
Right.
Vin. I don't think they ever mention anyone's actual name in it.
No.
So giving him the death stare, and then he has a little flashback to him hanging around in a Vietnam death camp.
This is where the guy comes over, Vin, and Chuck's there hanging up, isn't he? With his arms above his head. And
hanging
Vin's
around, isn't he?
The knife's a bit blunt at the moment because he knows Chuck is harder than graphite. He goes over and shops his knife on him.
I was wondering what he's doing. I thought he cut his dick off.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, they modelled the real action men after him. So that's why when you pull the pants down on the action men, got like a little fold underneath.
They're all Chuck Norris originals.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he comes over and he cuts his belly. You don't actually see him cut his belly or he sharpens his knife.
It's on his abs.
Yeah.
Got a blade in between the abs, mate. Sharpening.
He doesn't have any scars, though, does he? So I just assumed that he cut his knob off.
Well, he got shot, didn't he? But
I wouldn't have been surprised, though, if he went to cut his dick off and his dick just suddenly sprung to action and started having a little sword fight with the knife.
Oh, talking about it as well, because you see his top off, don't you, quite a lot through this. And proof as well of how hard Chuck actually is. At the start of the film, the guard tower, he actually got shot. See blood all over his chest.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Before he blew himself up with grenades, yeah.
Yeah, before then, but it was the blood from the bullet.
Yeah.
I mean...
So far, yeah. So he's been shot in the shoulder, blew himself up with 2 grenades, and has been used as a sharpening post. Yeah, the guy doesn't have a single scratch on him.
Nothing.
I think you got a point about this guy being nails.
Graphite, mate.
Yeah. So General Tran, they go to a meeting. General Tran feels that they've only brought Chuck along to embarrass his country.
It's a bit weird, isn't it, all this?
Yeah.
The whole premise of this film is actually a little bit weird.
It is a bit weird.
Until about the last half hour.
Yeah. It's like I said to you the other day, it's like they called it missing in action, but it should be called missing action because other than the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes, there's nothing going on.
It's not.
No.
It's just first and last, isn't it?
Yeah. What's right? So when they walk into that meeting room and there's all press and everything in the background, whose idea was it to put a bright as fuck light right in the back? It's like someone's do you know when you got your iPhone light on when you're taking a video? It's like someone's got the light on, but it's 1,000 times bright as the sun. Right, shining straight into the camera. You think they would have just gone, right, cut. Will you turn that fucking light off, Dave? Jesus Christ. Did you see it?
Well, it's lucky Christian Bale wasn't there.
I know, right? Good for you. Play it. Have you got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been.
Oh, good for you.
Exactly.
Because that rant was at a lighting engineer.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
But did you see it in the background? Bright as fuck light.
Not properly, no, but I think there was a bit of glare on the camera, wasn't there?
Yeah, next time you see it, it's just as the guys are talking, they're talking to each other, and then just between the characters, I was like, fucking hell, turn the light down, dickhead.
Tran gets loads of civilians now, doesn't he? Like a criminal lineup or something.
Yeah.
Say these are some of the victims of Chuck throughout the war.
What exactly is he supposed to have done to them?
I don't know. Supposedly war crimes, escaping a prison camp.
Yeah. Because it's stupid. They bring out all these people and here are the sworn statements from these people who say that Chuck touched him. They shown us on the doll.
Well, didn't say what the actual crimes were.
No, they didn't.
Oh.
They just said, we got sworn statements. There we go. These people said he committed war crimes. So Chuck stands up and walks along them and intimidates them all, looking him in the eye like that. And they're all like, oh, Mr. Chuck, I'm so sorry. One of them even says, I'm sorry to him.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it's all right, mate.
Yeah. How did Anna hear this?
Good question.
Because he whispers it to the guy in Vietnamese, right? He says, don't worry about it or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right? And Anne is on the other side of the room, full of the press. Everybody's making noise. It's dead loud in the room. And the general goes to her, goes like, what did she say? She goes, oh, just said it was okay. Don't worry about it. How did you hear that?
Yeah, that's a good shout. Never even thought of that. Yeah, because I think that guy, when Chuck touched him, it must have been the best night of his life ever. I mean, he came away sticky as fuck. Not going to say it. But then, General Tran says to him, so Chucky lad, you know when you were here last, there was like a $5,000 like bounty on your head?
Yep.
And Chuck goes, you know why that was? He goes, well, it was more like 20 grand. And he goes, because I was killing dickheads like you. Or something like, was it? For killing assholes like you and Storms out.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Yeah, so are you admitting your war crimes there?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like, yeah, I had about it in my head, you know. There's people after me and whatnot.
I just killed anyone I seen.
Just killed them all, innit?
But then General Tran says he wasn't here as a POW. He was here as a common criminal. And it's like, well, arrest him then and take him back to prison.
Yeah. They don't know, do they?
No. It's like, what exactly? I want to know what them sworn statements said. What exactly did he do to these people?
I'm quite intrigued myself now.
Yeah, because it was like young and old. One of the old men there looked like he hadn't eaten in about fucking 3 weeks and was 80 years old.
Yeah, at least.
And he was like, as he walked past, he's like, oh.
Dead frail.
Dead frail, yeah.
Yeah, and you had someone who were younger as well, weren't there?
Yeah. Like, what's he done? Has he held a gangbang while he was there?
Be a dad. Be a dad for the younger ones.
Maybe.
Could be. Late that night, dresses up all swazzy, goes for a beer and for a dinner party with all the governments involved.
In his best plaid shirt and a sports coat.
That was fashion back then, mate.
He approaches Vin to tell him that he looks good and misses his penis.
Yep. And then Tran tells him, he's actually, Tran comes over and tells Chuck that he let 10 guys die because he wouldn't admit his war crimes.
Hey, what an actual dick.
So is that 14 people that have died now because of Chuck?
I think so. Just for being in his vicinity.
Racking it up.
Seriously, if you're in the US Army or any kind of military and you've got Chuck on your team, you're fucked.
Yeah.
It's a one-man army.
That's it.
Anne says to him as well, I spoke to the president, she's really mad at you for your little hissy fit at that meeting. Is he? Is he really? Does he know what they just did to him, what they accused him of? Mate, anyone would storm out of that thing.
There's a lot of plot holes, isn't there?
If they got all my victims together and said, we've got sworn statements that Erik's touched all these, I'd be pissed off.
How did you find them all?
I know.
What, there's
How
only
do you
12? Where's the rest?
You're a lying bastard, I only touched that one. I
Where's
don't
the
know who
rest?
the rest of them are.
Listen, he watched, right? He's part of it.
Yeah. So then we learn from Anne that he's 38 years old. He's a colonel in the Army Special Forces.
Yep.
He was a prisoner of war for 8 months.
Mhm.
And he went missing in action for 7 years.
Yeah.
Escaped last year and is now in Saigon at the request of the president.
Yeah.
What was he doing for 7 fucking years? Them people that they lined up. Reckon he just like went through a village.
If it was a missing action, was he not in a prisoner war camp?
Well, I don't know because she literally says he was. I've got it here. What she said. He was prisoner of war for 8 months, MIA for 7 years, and escaped last year, and now in Saigon for the rest of the war. For the request of the president. Sorry,
Doesn't tally up, does it?
it doesn't. No.
So I presumed it would have been in the Vietnamese like prison camp for 7 years, or whatever.
Maybe.
But
Maybe they just moved him and he was classed as missing in action because he didn't actually know where he was for 7 years until he escaped.
that's what I mean. But yeah,
Mm.
like I say, if you escape, it's got to be held captive, hasn't it?
Well, yeah,
In theory, not like just disappeared down the shops and didn't come back.
maybe because she could have just said you were a prisoner of war for 7 years and 8 months.
Yeah.
Fuck knows.
Yeah.
Well, he only escaped a year ago.
And he's back.
Yeah, back with a vengeance, looking for this penis.
Don't think the president would request him, would they?
Don't think so. No,
Nah, they'd be like, "You've had an hard life, mate. No,
It's
just
like-
stay where you are."
you look like a shaggy dog. Anyone that like is on your team gets killed, and you got no penis.
And it's like, "Do you want to come back to where it all happened?"
Yeah,
Oh, I don't think it will, mate. Will it?
no. No, should we send you back? That's going to be good for your PTSD. Jesus Christ.
He's definitely got PTSD, hasn't
Yeah, I'm surprised he wasn't sat in the corner crying. Especially when he's seen the guy that cut his dick off. And then fucking General Trans making jokes about killing 10 of his men dying because he wouldn't say he was a war criminal.
he? Yeah.
At no point did he think just to say, I am a war criminal. Save these men.
Or admit any charges or whatever, yeah. Or
Yeah.
talk, or do anything, really.
Yeah, we're going to kill these men. Kill them then.
Kill him.
Yeah,
What a
maybe he
bluff.
thinks they're like them, that the bullets will just bounce off.
Ah.
Like, I don't understand what's happening.
It could be.
The
It could be.
magic beard, mate.
Yeah, he's like, bullets. Don't need bullets. What are bullets going to
Yeah,
do?
what are you scared of bullets for?
Yeah, do nothing, then.
Hey, I've just been shot.
And they get
Well-
shot, they're like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, fucking hell. Too late now.
Too late now.
What?
Chuck and Ant go back to the room
Yeah.
and they get followed by 2 guards, don't they?
Yeah, dead conspicuous.
Chuck goes in the room, strips down straight away. She turns around and he's in the little black wide fronts already. And then
And he's
changes
like,
into his ninja outfit.
Don't look at me. I've got no penis. Yeah, because she invites him for a nightcap. He nips to his room, grabs some champagne, makes a show of going in there, and then starts stripping off straight away.
Straight away. I was
she-
thinking, bloody hell, this guy's keen.
And he's like, don't worry, I'm a Kendall.
It starts getting dressed again.
Yeah.
Straight away, I was like, what's going on here?
So he gets dressed into his sneaky suit
Yeah,
and starts
sneaky
going
suit.
peeping and sneaking. And then we get to watch Chuck Norris for 10 minutes climb down a balcony.
It was so long and dragged out.
Dude, you can tell this was like the days before parkour was a thing. Because if this was a film like nowadays, he'd parkoured his way across there
Oh,
in like
yeah.
3 seconds. But no, it's like, it is almost like me if I was climbing across the balconies. He's proper careful, putting his foot out, testing the way, jumping across, down to the next one, across like 4 or 5 balconies.
Mate,
And it's just like,
can you
come on.
imagine Born Identity doing that?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah.
he was like doing parkour flips and everything.
That's what I mean. They would have
Yeah.
like parkoured down. The only time he did it was when he kind of held on and just dropped to the next balcony. And then the next thing is he must have gone, oh, that's jarred me back, that. Fucking hell. And then he's going across to the next one all careful.
He was very cautious after that, wasn't he?
He was very, very
It reminded
cautious.
me, though, of a Splinter Cell level.
It did, yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah, good shout, good shout.
Yeah.
But then 2 guards are walking around the side of the building, so Anne drops her glass. So there's 2 guys walking around the side, right? But then when they walk back round, she's dropped the glass at the front. There's 3 guards stood at the front who did not react in the slightest to this glass being dropped. But
Used
the
to it,
2
mate.
guards who they need distracting just happen to move.
That's a
Uh,
good shout, that is a good shout. I did
Yeah.
notice.
So he makes his way back to Tran's house, and then he just attacks a random guy tying his shoelaces.
Yeah, starts doing fucking judo chops and roundhouse kicking them and stuff, knocking them out. But I thought this whole mission, right, was meant to be a stealth mission. Right? If he's knocking people out left, right, and fucking centre, and they're
Yeah.
waking up like 2 minutes later, like, what the fuck's just hit me in here?
I know.
What do they got to do? Just carry on doing like the guard duty? Not like I'll tell anybody.
Maybe they're just embarrassed.
I bet over got a roundhouse kicked in the face.
How lazy are them guards, though?
Yeah, they were quite fair.
Mate, because they drive up, one guard gets out, another one gets in the truck, and then they go to drive off, but they don't. They drive literally 2 meters further down, so another guard can get out. And while they're doing that, Chuck comes along. Obviously, he decides he's invisible now. You can't see me, I'm invisible, people. Knocks that guy out tying his shoelace. And then what does he do with the body?
Leaves it.
Yeah. And it's just like they just dropped the guard off 2 meters away. It's like, surely he's going to notice that his mate's on the floor snoozing.
Yeah. And bearing in mind, right, these Americans are here that night.
Yeah.
And then people start getting knocked out.
I know.
People are like, oh, I wonder what's happening with these guards.
Coincidence. Oh, Jesus. And then he climbs over the fence and then he jumps onto another guy.
Yeah.
Monkeys onto his back. And then we get a load of close-up shots of his face of him sneaking and peeping through the house.
Yep.
And then he sneaks into Tran's bedroom, covers his eye through his hand, and pulls a knife out.
Yeah. Guess who?
Yeah. And it's like, he has the knife there, and Tran doesn't even once just kind of try to, like, attack him or anything like that, because he knows it's useless.
Chuck.
But why does he cover his eyes? It's like, clearly he's going to know it's him.
That's the thing. He didn't change his voice or anything or whisper.
He doesn't
He's
even do his
talking.
Batman voice.
More normal tone.
Yeah. And plus, he looks like he's got a bit of a musty smell.
Yeah,
I imagine he's probably got a distinct smell, our Chuck, especially with that beard.
wet dog.
Like, yeah. Now you mention it, yeah, I'm looking at him now and I can smell wet dog. When he gets wet, fucking hair everywhere. Oh, Jesus. It's like, do I smell wet dog?
So it gets a little bit of information now, doesn't it, off General Chan?
Yeah.
That there's another camp somewhere. Gets the coordinates. And as he's walking off, Chuck tells him, no, don't do anything. Chan pulls out a gun. But because it's Chuck Norris, you don't bring a gun to a knife fight.
No, you don't. It's the one time you don't.
You don't. Because Chuck fucking kills him before he shoots a bullet from the other side of the room.
To be fair, though, he does shoot a bullet and misses. He has all the time. He turns over. He has all the time in the world as Chuck's coming out, and then somehow shoots the vase that's like 3 foot to the side of him.
Didn't have his glasses on.
And left me contacts out. Chuck throws his knife at him, kills him, dead.
Yeah.
No
hell
more
breaks
Tran.
loose.
Yeah. Why would General Tran give him the correct information? It's not like he can just suddenly fact check it there and then.
True.
What's he going to do? Just like say, wait there for 3 days while I go and check it out. I'll be back. Don't move.
True.
And when he flipped Tran over, I thought he was going to rape him, but then I remembered that he doesn't have a dick.
I thought that, to be fair.
Yeah.
It was a bit rapey.
It
looking
was.
at it. And then
But
after
the guard
watching,
comes in.
then after watching some of his Spider-Man cartoons,
Yeah.
Chuck manages to climb back up the building to get to Anne's room. But did you see when he was getting the cable, like the power cable just falls down, sparks are flying everywhere.
Mate, even before this, the way he leaves the compound, like he love taps one of the guards as he comes in. And then like he's just running about, just kicking people all fucking willy-nilly. And like you say, then we have to watch him then now for another fucking 20 minutes, climb back up the building. There was one scene, right, where it was like the side of the hotel.
Yeah.
Like at the corner. And like I'm watching it.
He was there for ages.
He was there for ages. And I'm like, I didn't notice him. And I'm there looking at it. I'm like, what, has this paused? And it's just the side of the hotel. And then all of a sudden I just see Chuck right in the corner coming across. And I'm like, oh, there he is.
It's like, where's Chuck?
Yeah, it was. It was like a game of fucking Where's Chuck? But how the fuck did them Vietnamese, however you fucking say it,
They need training.
they need training. It's another example of a film where they just need to look up.
Yep, we say this quite a lot, don't
Yeah.
we?
But no, I thought it was funny when he pulls that wire and the whole sparks. And, no, when it's literally in the shot is a guard right in front, and you just see Chuck at the back.
Yeah.
Trying to grab onto the wires, and the guard doesn't even flinch that he just heard electrical fucking shit going on behind him.
Yep.
Like I say, then 20 minutes watching Chuck, and during this time, you've got fucking Ho Chi Minh, or whatever his fucking name is, going checking that Tran's dead.
Yeah.
And then all the men arrive at the front of the hotel pretty much straight away.
Yeah.
But no one goes in until the main guy gets there.
Yeah, they wait around, don't they, for quite a bit.
Yeah.
Instead of going upstairs, making sure the place is secure and the Americans are still there.
Yeah. It's fucking stupid.
What thing made me laugh, though?
What?
Do you hear what? What's his name, that guy?
Vin, I
Vin.
think.
Yeah, so Vin turns around to one of the other guards and goes, where's the hero American?
Yeah, he does. Do you know what first, right? I had to put it back a few times because, the guy he says, where's the hero American?
Yeah.
He looked rather like the guy out of fucking Samurai Cop, the bad guy with the mullet and the tash. He looked a little bit like him, and I had to put it back, and I'm like, it does look like him. So I had to look at the cast list. It wasn't, but it looked very much like him.
I don't think so.
Not Vin, the main guy, the main bad guy. The guy he says that was the hero. He's like an extra,
Right.
And he kind of walks past, and you get a glimpse of the side of his head, but he looked very much like the. They want to execute
my head.
me.
Hit him on piano.
Yeah, I want his head right here.
Bad acting, that one, wasn't it?
It was. But yeah. So they go and check on Chuck, but luckily Chuck's back on the top of the balcony, walks into Anne's room, rips her fucking blouse off, does a quick motorboat on her titties. She slaps him, throws him in bed, and rapes shit out of her.
It was generally rape.
It was. It was rape.
He just comes in, rips her blouse, like, what the fuck's going on there? Whacks him.
Yeah.
He throws her on the bed, jumps under the covers with her, and goes, shh.
Just
Like, what the fuck's just happened here? Why is everybody barging through the door? Why's my tits out? Why are you in the bed with me naked?
The thing is, right, he had no reason to get her tits out because he was covered up. They could have just got into bed, but no, he just went through onto the bed. And then Vin comes in, and surely, though, when Vin comes in and sees him in bed, he'd go, hold on a minute. You can't have sex. I have your dick right here. So he wears it round his neck, pulls it out like that. This is your penis. How are you fucking her without this? It's like we're scissoring. Oh, fuck.
Just give it a rub.
But then Vin tells him, you have to leave Vietnam tomorrow or you never leave. Start warning that, mate.
Yeah, start warning. Remember that.
Yeah.
Because the next day, he actually flies out to Bangkok to meet an old army buddy.
Yeah. Gonna go meet an old friend here in Bangkok, and it's like, you're not the way you Chuck. You just go in there to see some ladyboys.
Yeah, ladyboys. I thought that,
Basically.
mate. Especially when he was cruising around the streets.
Yeah.
It did look like it. He was just eyeing everybody up left, right, and centre.
Oh, yeah, he definitely was.
Oh, yeah.
He's just mad that the ladyboys have a penis and he doesn't.
Yeah.
So he's waiting at line at passport control and sees two very weird-looking Vietnam men guys, should I say? Kind of all goon-looking. You know the goons because they're wearing sunglasses indoors.
Yeah. Classic. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic trope.
Like big-ass fucking aviators on their tiny little heads. And they fucking walk straight to the front of the queue, give their passports in, and it's like, dude, guys, if you're supposed to be following someone, just... like, follow them. Don't stand there with... Blend in. Yeah, exactly. That's the word I'm looking for. Blend in. Don't walk straight to the front with your fucking diplomatic passports, whoever it is, wearing big-ass fucking sunglasses indoors.
Right next to him.
Right next to him. To the point where he can literally smell your gooch.
You can see your passports.
You can smell the wet dog on him.
Yes.
He now knows your name and where you were born and your date of birth because he's seen your passport. So then Chuck calls a taxi. Yep. And then the Vietnam guy's getting a taxi behind him and follow him. And the next thing is Chuck's in the hotel room now waiting for his ladyboys to arrive. And he sees the two goons in the taxi outside.
Yeah. They're quite pointless, them, aren't they?
Them goons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't actually do anything, do they?
They do a little bit later on, but not much.
Yeah, not to him anyway.
Hey?
Not to him anyway.
No. So
late that night, Chuck goes cruising streets for some more ladyboys, ends up in the dive bar, and he manages to come across the only Englishman in Thailand to get all the information they need.
Oh, mate.
That guy was fucking like a cockney who was behind that bar.
He was. And it's like, do you speak English? He's like, a little bit, geezer.
Honestly, it's like, wait a minute, at least try and do an accent.
Warm in here.
It is a bit warm, isn't it?
Yeah, try and do a little fucking bit of a Vietnamese accent. I can't say Vietnamese. Vietnamese?
It's hard with these headphones, isn't it?
But do you notice he put his best blouse on?
He did.
Mate, he looked like something out of fucking Saturday Night Fever walking through. He had his chest there out. White blouse tucked into his shirts that's pulled up to his nipples. And walking through like, night fever, night fever. Jesus.
So we get all the information we need, and then after getting a random taxi around, taxi driver brings him.
Hey, I wouldn't get in that taxi. The guy was wearing sunglasses at night. As a taxi driver.
So this taxi driver, right? This taxi driver brings a gun to a fist fight and lost.
He does?
Oh, I forgot about this bit.
He gets in the taxi, gets in the back, and the guys, you see the taxi driver at the front, and first of all, I'm thinking, it's night. Why is he wearing sunglasses? And he looks like he can't really see anyway because he's driving like this, like he can't see. And it's like, dude, just take the sunglasses off. And I'm like, oh, it's because he's a goon.
Yes, that is why.
Yeah,
part of the uniform, mate.
But the driver, like you say, the driver pulls a gun out of him and chokes him out.
Instead of like with the gun, just shoot behind you or do
bang,
something.
bang, bang.
No, gets choked out. Gets choked out by Chuck.
Yeah,
my word, it's like bloody tongue twisters. So the car crashed, getting chucked out by Chuck. And when the car crashed, Chuck didn't even flinch.
No, he didn't.
Car like plowed into it.
The car apologised after him in case it hurt him.
But the thing is, Chuck got out of the car, walks off, and some guy jumps in the back of the car.
With his missus.
Down there, mate.
It's like you can clearly see it's cracked into a lamppost or something, and the guy's like, "Taxi!" Jesus Christ!
The guy's dead.
Yeah,
the car's smashed up. And you're like, downtown, please.
I want to know how long he sat in the back before he realised.
Like, just imagine, right? That wasn't an extra or anything. They were filming it,
Oh
but they're
shit!
using like locals walking around. It's
Yeah.
like one of the locals going, "Oh, you all right?"
That's
Sat there, and everyone's like,
All right
"What
then.
you doing, mate?"
We'll keep that in the film.
Keep it there. Looks good.
Oh, so he
And then-
goes to Madame Pearl's.
Yes, the
That's
strip
asking
bar,
for Jack. Yeah.
right, is the worst singer I have ever heard. Right, it's this tiger bird singing like what song is it now? If
Oh.
you think I'm sexy,
Yeah. If
right?
you
But
think I'm
it's with a
sexy.
fucking harmonica.
Yeah.
She can't sing for shit. It's
Mate, that's-
awful.
She sings that for about 3 hours. It's literally going on through the whole scene
Literally.
and the next scene after.
Yeah, it comes back to it, mate. You see her ass cheeks being swaying in the
Yeah.
distance, and she's still singing the same song.
I love that though. When probably one of my favorite films in the bits in the film is when he goes, "I'm looking for Jack," and Madame Pearl goes, "He'll be here in a minute."
Just
Next
come
thing is he
flying over.
flies off the balcony onto the table.
That was good
Oh.
timing.
Yeah, and then he wants to borrow Jack's boat. So Jack's getting battered, and he goes, "Yeah, $5,000 for the boat." And as Chuck's just stood there watching, because obviously anyone in Chuck's vicinity gets hurt, and he gets him down to $1,000.
Yeah,
negotiating.
and then steps in to help him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then realizes this man beating his boat driver is inconveniencing him, so just gives him a quick love slap.
And he's down
Yeah,
straight away. One punch. And then we're over at the harbour now, and Jack shows off his boat,
yeah.
and they go over the plans, don't they, to get in and out to get the prisoners.
Bit of a shithole, his boat, innit?
Well,
It's got a nice big gun on the front.
got a big gun on the front, but also in the side of like an open top refrigerator,
Yeah,
they've got two big V8 engines, aren't they?
massive ones. He says, "Oh, this can do like 2 miles an hour in an emergency situation." And then the goons arrive at the dock, following them.
Yeah.
And then Jack gives him a shopping list of weapons, which includes grenades, M16, C4, an LAW, whatever the fuck one of them is, an assault raft. And then he goes, "Yeah, well, God, where am I going to get all this from? Do you want anything else?" And he goes, "Actually, I need a long range chopper as backup as well." And then I'm thinking to myself, where is he going to get all this shit from?
Oh, we found out, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
we
nipped to
found out.
Costco. Nipped to Vietnam's Costco to visit the fucking arms dealer.
Right. Is this whole thing stupid, or is it just me?
No, it's not just you. It's fucking stupid.
Right, so they got this boat. It's like a rib speedboat, isn't it?
Yeah.
An inflatable one. But it's made out of Kevlar. So, where's he from, that guy?
Oh, he's like fucking
Colombian or some
like
shit. innit?
Colombian, yeah, or
Yeah.
something like that.
So the Colombian guy gets his little sidekick to prove that it's bulletproof.
He doesn't even tell him. Jack makes a comment and says it's all good until we get shot at.
Yeah.
And then his little goon goes, well, instead of just saying, yeah, it's bulletproof, he's made of Kevlar, his goon gets his AK and goes, and starts shooting round everywhere.
The guy, right, like you say, his demonstration was shooting the boat.
Yeah.
He had his eyes closed, and you see bullets hitting above the boat, not even
Yeah,
into
round the boat, yeah. The thing is, all right, if you went to buy a boat or even a car and they said it's bulletproof, I don't want a fucking demonstration of it. I'll take your word for it.
I'll
mate.
take your word, mate.
Because you just shot the thing I'm about to buy. It's like I want it. I know it's not pasted, but it's still fucking caused damage. It still scratched it.
Yeah. And the best thing about it, right, the Colombian dude says to Chuck, goes, it's the most expensive boat around. It's the one of its kind. I don't think you can afford it. That's why I didn't mention it first. Okay, how much do you want for it? 20 grand. What?
For a fucking rubber dinghy.
Listen, you just said to me it's the one of a kind, bulletproof, and they can't afford it, but then you give them a very reasonable price.
Reasonable. I wouldn't pay 20 grand for a rubber dinghy.
I don't think it was that much, considering how we
20
hyped it up. I was expecting to like 80 grand or 100 grand or some shit.
Yeah, it's made
The
it.
way you were saying it's like,
Well, I know
one
what
of
you
a
mean.
kind.
Well, to be fair, 20 grand back in 1984, you may as well ask for $1 million.
True. But however, Chuck being Chuck, jumps on there for a big opportunity for a nice little haggle.
Yeah.
I'll give you 5 grand for it.
He may as well have gone, I'll give you a $5 and a go with me mate Jack here. And it's like,
Look, 5 grand. The guy's like, no, 12, no, 15, I think he says first.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Chuck goes, 7.5.
yeah.
And then it points the gun at him with no ammo in it. It's,
Yeah.
like, it's not even loaded. Just points an empty gun at him. And the guy starts shitting himself, goes, 10.
Yeah, because all
10.
Chuck has to do is say bang. Yeah. Does he get him down to 7 or something? Or is he
Nah,
getting
10
down
it
to...
was in
Oh,
the
yeah,
end.
that was it. He points it, gets it to 10.
Yeah.
The balls on him though doing that. And then we suddenly cut to a little bar scene randomly where we meet some guy in a stupid fucking hat.
That's
He
helicopter driver.
Yeah, he says, "Yeah, I can get you a chopper." And then he's like, "Okay, well that's that sorted."
Yeah, I'll pay for it.
Yeah. We're back at the hotel while we watch Chuck change his fucking blouse. Now, I don't know about you, but this is another one of these scenes where he drags out. We literally watch Chuck walk into his hotel room.
Yep.
Walk over to his bed, take his top off, pick up his fucking shirt, put his shirt on, button it up, head towards the wardrobe whilst rolling his sleeves up.
Very slowly,
Very
by the way.
slowly.
It wasn't a quick change.
No,
was
it
It was
wasn't.
like literally 5 minutes taking his top off, put another one back
There
on.
was no sense of fucking urgency.
No.
And then he opens his wardrobe.
Oh, just before he hears it, though.
Yeah.
As he's walking towards it, the door's like, knocking a little bit. You hear... That's how he knew the guy was there. Guys, peeping top his wardrobe.
He's like, "Oh, there's that lady boy I ordered, finally."
That's what it's been waiting for, mate. This guy having one, like, little tuck in the fucking wardrobe. So why was he hiding in the wardrobe?
I don't know. How
It's
long
like
had
the
he been in
Schwarzenegger
there?
thing, isn't it?
It's like what?
The Schwarzenegger thing from Last Action Hero. He just shoots the random wardrobe and the guy falls out.
How long do you think he was in that wardrobe for?
I don't, mate. We watched him change his shirt for 10 minutes.
Oh Jesus!
And
But yeah,
then-
the guy jumps out, he kills him, and then he looks out his window across the street, doesn't he? He
Yeah.
throws the guy out the window, doesn't he?
Yeah, Roundhouse kicks him out the fucking window.
And then he looks across the street and sees that van or whatever his name is there with some other guy, and he's just got a grenade launcher, fires it across the road at the hotel, and somehow Chuck survives this
Without a scratch.
without a fucking scratch.
Without a fucking scratch.
Didn't even get soot on his blouse.
No. But what happened? The whole room exploded, right? And everybody on the street,
He's
there's like
dead.
15 people dead rolling around. Chuck's like, don't worry about that.
I expected an apology from this hotel. Oh, man.
So I thought, what the fuck? Everybody's wiped out, rolling around in pain and agony. He's just like dusting soot off his shoulder.
Yeah.
That was
Fuck
a
me.
mild inconvenience.
So he nips to go and grab Jack, but Jack's at the whole house with two ladyboys on the bed.
Yep.
And then he offers for Chuck to come and jump in and join them, but then Chuck's like, nah, I've got no dick ever. Like, you insensitive fucker. It's like, yeah, well, the
How
ladyboys will
dare
just...
you?
Huh?
How dare you?
I know. He's like, well, the ladyboys will do you. Fine. He's like, nah, we've not got time for this, dude. And then they head to the dock. They head to the dock. Fucking autocorrect. I'm like Ron Burgundy. I just read what's on the screen.
Okay, this bit is a little bit weird, isn't it?
Mate, this is the worst fucking... It's almost like they said, we need to put a car chase in somewhere. So it's like...
A car chase, right, in literally 100-yard stretch of a harbour.
So they get there and then they decide to do the goons decide to do a quick drive-by on Chuck and Jack. Yeah. But as usual, all the bullets just reflect off fucking Chuck's aura.
Killed all the civilians around him.
Yeah. So then Chuck decides to give chase in a truck. The Chuck's in a truck. And then the goons manage to crash the car all by themselves.
How?
I don't know.
And then Chuck turns around in the truck, and what happens to be in a way? Obviously, trope. It's got to be some like little old woman with a shopping trolley or some shit. Drives through that, smashes it all up, rams the car into the water, turns around, has a little chase again with a guy for like literally 5 minutes, it seems, where a guy's trying to get on the back of the truck.
Do you know what it reminded me of? Do you know that scene on I think it's one of the Fast and Furiouses when they're on that runway, like chasing a plane down, and it just goes on forever and ever. It's like you say, the harbour's only about like 2 meters long, but like you say, they managed to drag it out again for like fucking 20 minutes. But I love it how Jack says to that guy who works on his boat, "Come on, cast off," and instead of like just undoing the rope, he gets an axe and chops the rope off. And it's like, dude, that shit's expensive.
Put a hole in the side of the boat.
But Chuck's driving along just like he's decided he's going to be a truck driver now. This is his life. While they're driving up next to him, and like the guy's trying to get on the truck, but like in the most careful way possible.
He was so hesitant, wasn't he? He was like, no. Yeah, no. No.
If Chuck had just checked his mirrors and just gone, yeah, it would have been sorted.
I swear on the pedals, there's like blocks of wood.
Yeah.
It's like, what, can he not reach the pedals?
How tall is Chuck?
I don't know.
He only looks small, doesn't he?
I reckon it's 5'9" or something.
Probably.
I reckon so.
Little tiny ginger man.
Yeah.
He walks like he's wearing high heels. And
I think he does,
probably.
Yeah, I think Tom Cruise is it. But he wears cowboy boots, though. Have you noticed?
Oh, yeah.
He took them off, didn't he?
With a big heel. But so then Chuck then jumps from the truck into the water.
Why did the guy in the car carry on driving into the water?
That's what I've got. The goons stay in the car. Why does he not just casually just pull over? I mean, he had plenty of space to just stop.
Plenty. He could see the end of the harbour coming. And he's just like, well, if he's staying in a truck, I'm staying in a car as well.
But he goes into the water and then you don't see the guy again. And it's just
He's like, Chuck's in that truck, drowning. I'm going to do the same.
Yeah. If Chuck can drown, I can drown. He forgets that water doesn't drown Chuck Norris.
No.
The
next minute, he's on a bloody speedboat coming off.
He has fucking gills. But then, yeah. And then fucking Vin follows him in this little boat.
It's literally a canoe with a fucking engine on the back of it.
And he goes, follow him.
Right, how loud was that boat when he went off?
Oh, yeah. It was. It was like a fucking loud as fuck, like 2-stroke engine, just like.
Yep.
And then how does he get onto Chuck's boat?
I don't know, but where's Jack and the other guy?
I think he's fucking him below deck.
Because them two are nowhere in sight.
No.
Right? And Vin, I don't know why, right? I really don't understand this section here, right? So he gets on a boat with a gun in his hand, sneaks up to Chuck and goes, "Do you want? I'll use an axe instead." Shoot him.
Yeah.
Get the job done.
He knows that bringing a gun to a Chuck fight is a bad idea.
Yeah. So I'll bring an axe instead.
Yeah.
What happens? Swings the axe at him. Chuck dives out of the way. They have a little bit of a fight. Chuck karate chops the axe in half.
Yeah. Well, all Chuck wanted to do was sit there reading his Playboy.
Yeah.
Chuck was like reminiscing about the time he had a dick and could like wank himself off to sleep. You've got Jack down below shagging his ladyboy. And then, but like, how does Chuck even know he's there?
I don't know.
It's like, because he swings the axe full on and like, he must have like a little beard tingle or something.
Yeah. Don't get senses down there, does there? So it's in his beard instead.
But like, it's in the middle of the night. It's quiet. They're in the middle of the fucking ocean. And like you say, how the fuck did he even get on there in the first place? Surely they've heard it.
Unless, like you say, off camera, Chuck's there reading the book in the pitch black, by the way.
Yeah.
He sees a massive light coming up, a bit like Jason Statham on Expendables.
Yeah.
It would like lit up a fucking cap. So he comes there with a little 2-stroke engine. Big fucking light flashing there. But he's like, who's that over there? And then he sees him sneaking around and goes, I'll just wait for him.
I'll just wait here and just I'll leave the axe here for him just to give him a little bit of motivation.
What is it done to know? It's like a toothpick handle.
Yeah, but mate, did you see how he killed him though? He's got the axe head now, and he's there pushing.
Oh yeah, the guy stabbed himself.
Well, the Vin's holding it, and I'm just like, why didn't he just let go of it? He's holding it. Chuck's just pushing it. He could have just let go of it, and it would have dropped to the floor.
Yeah,
but he doesn't. Chuck goes, what does he say? He says like, oh, you shouldn't have chopped me dick off or something, and then Chuck just gives it a quick tap, and the axe goes straight into him and kills him. And I'm like, that's bullshit.
Yeah,
that's fucking bullshit. But like I say, if you watch it, he's got it. He's got it in his hands. His hands are grasping it. Chuck doesn't have hold of it at all. No. He could have just dropped it.
The thing is, as well, he went kind of towards his shoulder area, wasn't it? It wasn't like into his heart. It's like more the shoulder area. Yeah. And he died instantly.
Instantly.
I'm sure if you got hit in the axe, right, in your shoulder area, or pushed in, shall I say, right?
Yeah.
And you left it in, you didn't pull it out.
You'd be fine.
You'd be all right until get some medical help.
You'd be in a lot of pain, but you're not going to die instantly.
No. Well, this guy does.
Unless you... Well, the thing is, Chuck probably tapped it so hard, it went straight through him. And he bled to death.
Shattered every single bone in his torso.
Every fucking bone. But no, it's just daft. And then, where's the other guy that brought Vin? Because there were 2 guys on the boat.
Good point.
So where's he? Did he just drop him off and say, right, see you later, boss?
Probably.
I'll see you back in Vietnam.
Probably, yeah, because the other guy who left on the harbour wanted to come, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was like, let me come as well. He's like, no.
No, you've done enough.
Yeah, you've done enough damage.
But that whole thing was just stupid. It was just like, what do we do with this Finn character now? I'll just have him sneak up here and Chuck can just give him a dirty look and kill him.
Yeah, to kill himself.
Yeah.
Off you go, mate.
Fucking hell. And then they arrive in Nam and they're unloading and Jack's like, fine, I'll fucking come with you.
Meanwhile, Chuck is dressed full army camo, ready for war. Literally, green bandana, green shirt, everything like that. What's Jack wearing?
Fucking Hawaiian shirt.
A bright blue and white one?
Yeah, we're going into the fucking jungle, mate. Do you not want to get changed? Nah. Fine.
All right.
No one will fucking notice me. He's right, though. So then he tells his mate on the boat.
He's right, actually, yeah.
He tells his mate on the boat, if I'm not back in 12 hours, you can keep the boat. If I was that guy, I'd be like, right, well, I'm off then. See you later. I've just got myself a nice free boat.
Yes.
Jesus.
But one thing I don't get about that, though, they were gone longer than 12 hours.
Yeah, they were gone fucking ages.
Because it was daytime when they went.
Yeah.
Chuck does all his stuff at night time, gets back in the morning,
Yeah.
and then they got to travel back to the boat later on, and he's still there waiting. I was like 2 days had been gone.
Maybe he realised that Jack took the keys with him.
Yeah.
He's been sat there trying to hotwire him for the last 12 hours. Oh, Jesus. But then they go down the river and they see a patrol boat. So then they pull over.
Yes. So this guard patrol are not only deaf, but they're
Mate.
blind as well. And Chuck single-handedly takes them all out until Jack fires a fucking bullet.
It's stupid, though, because they're walking past and one guy goes, you smell wet dog. And then he just starts staring into the bushes and Chuck's staring at him. He's staring at him. And it's kind of like, he's not seeing you, so he chucks a knife at him. Throws. It's like me when I play a video game and I'm trying to do it stealthy. It's like, oh, I'm going to have to kill this guy. Well, I'll drag him into the bushes. Oh, another fucking guy's coming now. Well, I'll take him out. Fucking drag him into the bush.
Is that when you're playing Hitman, isn't it?
It is like when you're playing
your character
Hitman.
goes into his shadow because you're like crouched in the bush.
Yeah.
And the enemy's like stupid AI is stood
Like-
there looking at you going, where's he gone?
Yeah, did you notice the guards were wearing fucking sandals as well? But yeah, and then he manages to take two guys down into a puddle and start having a splash around with them in a fucking big puddle, and that's when Jack lets off a round.
He doesn't need to do it though because
He doesn't.
Because Chuck is handling the situation.
And then he says, do we run or fight? Like they have a fucking choice now because the patrol boat turns round. And then Chuck's just like, grenade.
Perfect throw.
Perfect fucking throw again. But this is where I put, how did they're hiding. They pulled into the side in a big fucking grey boat with a big LMG on the front of it. Jack's there in his Hawaiian shirt and there's one tiny little, like, branch sticking out with one leaf on it. And the patrol boat turns around and like, oh, I heard a gunshot. I wonder where they are. Oh, fucking hell. So they head into the... Chuck leaves Jack and heads into the jungle.
Yeah, the one-man army.
His beard senses a trap and finds a tripwire. He's walking along and his beard tingles. Like his spidey sense, his beard sense.
That was like a proper Rambo trap, wasn't it?
Yeah, because he trips it, doesn't it, and it comes down. I'd have just laughed if he tripped it and it was a fucking claymore. Yeah. Oops.
See it a bit.
Yeah.
But again, you know what I mean? He's like graphite, wouldn't hurt him.
And then he comes across another set of guards while he's hiding.
Yep.
And then he has a little, he starts like having a little scope about, and then he starts to cut the barbed wire. And we watch him for like 10 minutes cut through barbed wire. And then he starts getting his little knife out and he starts undoing the fucking bamboo fucking...
one at a time.
One at a time. It's like a bamboo like wall in it, yeah. That's tied together with like little strings, and he's there like picking the string off one at a time. I'm just like, fucking come on, just blow a hole through the wall. Jesus Christ. So he starts sneaking and peeping towards the camp.
Yeah.
And then he stops to get his lunchbox out. He has a quick butty and then
With
gets his
sex tools.
C4 out.
His sex tools.
With his sex
His
tools.
rope. PVC gloves, bit of leaf, dildo, chloroform. Starts getting everything out. I was like, why are you laying it all out on the floor the way you are?
And then he waits till night time and starts heading in. And then he plants the C4 with a 10-minute timer.
Right. This is
Yeah.
another thing that got me as well,
Go on.
which is quite stupid. So The way they filmed it was quite good because obviously they kept everything in the dark, didn't they?
Yeah,
Except for like him to show it where it was. Obviously, I know why they did it because it's a bit of filming. Because obviously, if it's all pitch black, you wouldn't see what the main character's doing.
Yeah.
However, when he's sneaking and peeping around the camp, he's stood directly underneath the fucking only light in the camp every single time.
He's like doing the opposite of like staying in the shadows, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, oh, bright light, stand underneath there, do what I need to do, and then go to the next bright light.
It's Chuck Norris, mate. All he has to do is say, they can't see me, and they can't see him.
Like a little 5-year-old looking at the wall.
Yeah.
I'm hidden.
If I can't see them, they can't see me. He's just walking up going, peekaboo. But fuck me. So then it's rampage time.
Yeah.
C4 goes off, and like I mentioned before, it goes off like with the power of like a fucking nuke.
Okay, here you go as well, right? The explosions were pretty cool. I think they've done it really well.
But the C4 was like the size of like a pack of butter.
Yeah, like a pack of cigarettes or something.
Like a pack of cigarettes with a little timer on. But when they go off, it's like a fucking massive mushroom cloud.
Yeah. Right. The thing I don't get about this.
Go on.
Right? He had his little C4 grenade things, putting them around, yeah?
Yeah.
Right? They were all on a timer.
Yeah.
Not a trigger.
Yeah.
How did he manage to time them going from each one? Bear in mind, you put it 30 seconds on the first one, go to the next one, 20 seconds, go to the next one, 5 seconds or something like that. But somehow he managed to get every single one of the camp buildings blowing up at the exact same time.
I don't know how he did it, but he must be a fucking genius. He must have like been counting 1, 2, might have been 10 seconds, so I need to knock that off that one. Then another 20 seconds, knock that one off that one. But mate, it's
honestly.
like, but then he goes through all this, he blows up. So he only plants 2 C4s, but I think 3 buildings blow up.
At least.
Yeah.
At least.
And then he goes on a little hip fire fucking rampage, killing all the guards.
Shooting everything that moves.
The men are literally running towards his bullets at one point.
And this is where he activates his cheat code because he has perfect aimbot.
Yeah. Just like boom, boom, boom. The men are just like running in front of the bullets, running towards him, like just one at a time. And then they're like, "Oh, I want to get shot by Chuck." And then he goes to release the prisoners and realizes that shit, this isn't actually a prison camp; it's a fucking holiday retreat.
Yeah, it's the wrong place.
Yeah, wrong fucking place. So he releases all these. At first, he's going around and he's opening them up, and I'm like, no one comes out, and he's like.
Disappointed in her.
He's got the wrong fucking place. It's like on a fucking Grimsby when he goes into that fucking massage parlour.
I was about to say that.
Thinking his brother's getting raped.
What to say, right? One of the guards turned around and goes, like, there's no Americans here. They left 3 hours ago, heading up north, right, along the river.
Yeah.
Yeah? The next scene we see, Chuck is back in the bloody boat, going upriver, and the trucks are driving towards him. If they're 3 hours away, there's no chance he'd catch up with them.
Yep.
Never mind the boats heading towards the trucks what are coming towards them.
He's just lucky as well that they did follow the river as well.
Yeah. Unless the new base they were going to was basically on the other side of the river and they had to drive all the way around. They just cut straight across. Because it seemed like there was ahead of the convoy.
Yeah. Maybe. But the other thing as well is I wrote down that it's a bit racist to Chuck because he lets them guys out. And before they even speak or anything like that, he just assumes, well, they're not American. And it's like, well, Asian people could be American too.
True.
It's like they could have just been the Asian division of like the army.
It's like, oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm American, mate. You all right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. All right, then. Well, yeah, so they catch up with the convoy, like you say, and it's just lucky that they're going along the side of the river. And then he goes on another fucking rampage.
This is quite a big truck convoy as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like 10 trucks.
Considering only transporting like 4 prisoners.
Yeah.
It's
like 10 trucks full of fucking people. Oh my God, this bit I loved. I absolutely loved this bit. So what they're doing, they're driving up and down the river. Chuck's got his fucking LMG, shooting all the fucking trucks, killing everybody as if it's like fucking Hot Shots Part 2, where everyone's on the side of the boat just falling off. He stood there up to his waist with like empty shells on the edge of the boat, like shooting them all. As he's flying up and down, some of the guys hit him with an RPG.
Yeah.
The boat goes flying up in the air, blows up and all this stuff. And then the troops are celebrating a little bit too early, aren't they?
Yeah,
because laughing at each other going, I just blew it. What happens? Chuck comes up as if he's a fucking bog monster. Slow motion. He's got fucking LMG in his hand. Boom, 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 boom. It kills everybody.
The guys are like, you smell wet dog.
How did that just happen?
Mate, I love that analogy, fucking wet dog. I don't know, but yeah, the way he just pops up, like you say, like he's fucking...
With his gun still in his hand.
I know. Not a scratch on him as well.
Not a scratch.
No.
The boat is blown to pieces.
Oh, Jesus. But the thing is as well, when he's going back and forth with his LMG, with his fucking cheats on, auto aim and shit, the thing is as well, is I was thinking, he doesn't know which truck or anything that the prisoners are in. He's just shooting fucking willy-nilly.
It's just laces them. Bear in mind, the truck's got a side, like a curtain, isn't it, basically? It's not like hard material.
I know. It's just...
That cloth.
Oh. Doesn't he jump over one of the trucks as well at one point that's in the river?
Wouldn't surprise me.
I think one of the trucks comes to cross the river like a crossing, and he just drives the boat straight over it and then comes back round for more.
I think they might have actually, yeah.
Yeah. Did you notice as well, he's like, just before it all kicks off, one of the American prisoners has the cheek to look at one of the Vietnamese guns. He just glances at the gun and he's like, don't you dare look at that gun. He starts fucking beating shit out of him. And then they find the prisoners then in the back of the truck and he goes, you guys are going home.
It's like say 4 of them or something.
Yeah. It's like literally four people.
Meanwhile, Chuck has killed 120 people.
Yeah. I know. The body count's massive. No, if you think of the holiday resort and now these guys.
Yeah.
And then, so they decide they're going to escape in a Jeep.
Yeah.
And then they realise that they're 6 kilometres from the boat. And then, so they're driving along. They've got a bit of a head start because another fucking convoy then arrives for some reason, starts chasing after them. But then they come across a log in the road and decide to gently kind of drive into it for some reason. And then Chuck is like, you guys run ahead, and he puts a grenade on. And then the truck kind of that were following them drives into the Jeep and blows up. Right. So then Chuck does one. But then I noticed that the convoy then just casually takes a left turn round the logs and then is back on an actual road going across a bridge. Yeah. Why didn't they just do that?
Don't know.
It's like they hit the log and said, oh no, not the log. It's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, the whole thing was a bit dodgy, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah. So then they start crossing the river again, and it's very much like the beginning. It's literally filmed in the same place. So they're crossing a river with mortar fire going on.
Yeah.
Chuck starts hip firing again and kills 2 men in the bushes across the river. And then they get in a little dinghy and start fucking rowing. Oh.
I'm just trying to look at it at the moment for the kill count for this.
Yeah, go on.
And
you found it?
I think I might have, yeah. I'll just try and read it through quickly.
That'll be at least 3 people.
What do you think it is?
I'm gonna say you were probably around 120 mark, like you said.
Around 120?
Around 120. If you include the people from the beginning as well.
Yeah, I think it might be a bit more.
You reckon?
Yeah.
The thing is as well, right? So do you know when they're going off in the dinghy and then they notice a patrol boat's coming?
Yeah.
So then the guy that they left on the boat starts shooting them with an LMG. How long does that patrol boat take to come? I mean, in the first shot, it doesn't seem that far away. And then the second shot, it looks like it's going backwards because it's further away. And the guy's literally there with his unlimited ammo cheat on, with the LMG just firing at this fucking patrol boat coming towards him.
Right.
It takes ages to come.
I was about to say, that took so long, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was literally, they were cut into the same filming, it looked like, didn't it?
Yeah.
The boat's coming around the corner, cuts to the guy shooting at it, and it goes back to it. The boat's not in fucking moves, but it's coming towards them.
If anything, it's got further away.
Yeah, it's really weird how they filmed it.
Yeah, and then the guy, it's got a little ammo box next to the LMG. Yeah, he must fire about 12,000 rounds from this little box.
At least.
He's literally got unlimited ammo on. Then he gets killed, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Jack's mate. So Jack goes and takes over for some fucking reason.
143.
143?
Yeah.
Oh, right. So we weren't that far off.
We weren't, actually. It's not a bad guess, that.
No. So then Jack jumps onto the LMG and starts using the limited ammo cheat. And then he gets blown up. Now this bit pisses me off a bit because the chopper arrives, right? And it's got US Army on the fucking side of it.
Yeah.
Right, which is probably a big no-no because now they're going to think that the US Army are kind of involved.
Good point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's like
good
basically
spot there.
Vietnam Mark II, the sequel. But the chopper comes over, hovers above them, drops down a fucking a rope ladder while it's under fire.
Yeah.
Right, and they're not far from the shore, which is quite open.
Yeah.
Would it not have just been quicker for them to quickly land, get the men in, rather than hovering above them, waiting for each man to take 20 minutes to climb up the rope ladder?
They didn't learn the lesson on the first.
They really
attempt.
didn't. They could have just landed on the shore and just gone, right, everyone in, we're off.
Yeah.
And then Jack's boat gets blown up.
With Jack on it.
With Jack on it.
Yeah.
And at first I thought, is he actually dead? But no one bothers to check.
No, just fucked off.
No, they just get in the chopper, they fly over and he goes, yep, he's dead.
He's swimming around like,
Yeah, he's like,
Wait for me.
wait, come back.
I'm going to be a prisoner of war now.
But then they get
Just
on.
saying that there is a missing in action too. Maybe they went back for him.
Maybe it's Jack, yeah. Maybe they find his Hawaiian shirt and go,
I don't
he's
think
still
we'll ever
alive.
find out, will we?
No. So then they say to them, they say, where do you want to go? And he goes, I want to go to Saigon. And they're like, the fuck? And then they land at the front of the fucking courthouse or something.
But again, right? They're meant to be in like the middle of a fucking war thing kicking off. Helicopter just lands in the middle of the fucking street. Everybody's like,
US
okay.
Army on the side of it.
Yeah.
And then he barges in.
And that's it.
And yeah, he barges in with the prisoners.
And that's it. End credits.
Yeah. But when he
Sorry, mate, I cut you off there.
no, it's fine. I was just gonna say when he like barges in, it's like it literally it like stops there. It's like freeze frame on Chuck. But it's like surely he's got some explaining to do. First of all, he's just literally invaded Vietnam,
Yeah.
killed 140 people,
Yeah.
took a US Army fucking helicopter in there
Yeah.
to rescue 4 guys. He could have got, for all I know, they could have got 4 guys from anywhere and just brought them in. Not to mention he's literally banned from the country. Ah.
So I put that as well. Like, I want to know what happened afterwards.
Yeah, I
They
do.
just cut it off when he walked in the thing. He just kicks in, goes, hey, and that's it.
Because I think they just realised, oh, this film's fucking stupid. We may as well just stop it here. It bloody is.
Ah,
But
and that was missing in action.
that was missing in action. Missing action, it was.
Missing action. But
Yeah.
when I first watched it, I won't lie to you, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good, like, old film, considering its age and stuff. When it's not aged well, to be honest with you. But
Not
again,
bad.
when we started talking about it, breaking it down, there is a lot of scenes where nothing happens.
It's you just literally watching Chuck get a beer from the fridge and glancing out the window, or changing his
Changed.
blouse, or
Yeah.
or just walking down the street, or climbing across balconies for fucking 30 minutes of the film, like an old man. It's a lot of that because there's just filler because there's nothing going on.
There was a lot of filler.
Yeah, well, this could have all been resolved. That when he got the location from Tran, he could have just said to the senator, "They're here.
Yeah.
That's where they are. Go there now."
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's almost like one of them made-for-TV movies. I'm surprised this did get a cinema release. I'm surprised. To be honest, it's not a bad concept of a film.
It's just quite good concept, to be fair, I thought.
It's just the way they filmed it. It was just so slow. No, I'm not sure if that's just because it's a product of like I'm a product of my times, if you know what I mean, where everything's kind of paced
Yeah.
because we have zero attention span, or whether it's just
It's like TikTok and stuff in YouTube
Yeah.
Shorts. You want the information there, and then you want to get straight into,
you want the
especially for an action film, you want it to be straight into the action, like it was.
Yeah.
Fair.
you want the
First 5 minutes were good.
you want the dopamine hit after dopamine hit after
Yeah,
dopamine hit. You don't just want some wet dog, shaggy dog looking fella running around in Vietnam looking for his missing penis
And then getting changed,
and then getting changed.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Click quiz.
Yeah, go on.
All right, then. If you know what film this is, starring Chuck Norris, let us know down below or in comments. Or email, shall I say.
Yeah, 6andbelowpodcast@gmail.com.
Here it is.
I heard another rumor that you were bitten by a king cobra.
Yeah, I was. But after 5 days of agonizing pain, the cobra died.
I love the way he actually takes piss out of himself.
Yeah.
Because that is one of the jokes I had written down.
Was it?
Yeah, but I had to delete it because, Chuck took the bloody lines.
Oh, he's that good, mate. He's that good. If I had to guess, because I
Yeah.
don't know what film it is, I'm going to say it's one of the Expendables
Okay, which one?
2.
Oh, good guess.
Yeah.
Well done, mate.
Oh, wow. Because I know he wasn't in the first one, so.
No.
And I've not seen the second one.
I've seen the 4th.
You've seen the 4th, yeah. God help our soul.
Go check out our podcast for that one. 'Cause that was a
Yeah.
good one.
Jesus. Megan Fox,
Megan
Vicky.
Fox. With Candy Floss.
come and candy floss.
That's where it all started.
It was.
It was
Oh.
with a pound of
Awards.
makeup.
Mate, she had so much makeup on. I think, in reality, I think her head is like that big, like really small, like a golf ball.
It's just putty.
And then the rest of it is just layer upon layer upon layer. It's like, remember them gobstoppers when you keep licking
Yeah,
them and you
yeah.
go through the different layers?
Yeah.
She's like one of them, but like after you've licked it and you put it back in the packet and you get it a few days later and it's all sticky.
Yeah.
That's Megan Fox. I
So you
must say,
reckon-
though, I don't actually have anything against her. I don't know the woman.
Yeah. So the way you're saying it is, it's like makeup, semen, makeup, semen,
Semen.
makeup.
Yeah, candy floss.
Not washed it off. Just
Not washed it.
just leaves it all on there.
Just leaves it
stickiness,
there,
and
mate.
just puts more makeup and foundation over it.
Sticky fucking lips, mate.
But yeah, that was Expendables 2.
That was the Shaggy Dog.
The awards.
Yes.
Right then, if you want to know what we're doing for it,
Yeah, so we've got Best Actor, Worst Actor, Best Character, Worst Character, Hot Babe Award, 3 things we liked about the film.
Yep.
And our personal rating out of 10.
yes. By the way, guys, if you want to play along, let us know in email or down below in comments, and we'll read it out when we do our next episode. And also, if you want to know what future episodes we're doing, you can either join our Discord down below, or if you go into the community section on YouTube, I've just put up the next 4 films that we're going to be doing. So, do you know what next ones that we're doing? Do you want to let
Yeah,
us
so
know?
we've got Snakes on a Plane.
Yep.
And then this is all depending on whether Amazon decide to remove them. But we've got Snakes on a Plane, Blade Trinity.
Yep.
And I can't remember the other ones you said.
Brothel House Web.
Oh, Madame Web.
Adam Web.
Brothel House Web. What's the 4th one?
I don't know yet.
Oh.
Yeah. It was only 3.
Oh, okay.
Because they put this one on it as well. So this was like the 4th.
Well, if you've got any recommendations, feel free to leave them in the comments and we'll add them to the list. And
Definitely.
We can, we'll get around to them. I know we have had some recommendations. They are on our list, but we do pick them at random.
Yeah.
So we just basically pick 3 randoms from the list.
Exactly.
Yeah, we tend to just pick a number between 1 and 100. see
Pretty
what comes
much.
up.
And then
Yeah.
we go, is it available? Nope, not yet. It's
Yeah,
not available
yeah,
to
yeah,
watch.
Yeah. As Bezos removed it again.
Yeah.
Because
Unfortunately.
Amazon have a sneaky habit of whenever we mention our next film that we're going to do, that they take the fucking thing off.
How many times have they done it now?
I
It's
think
ridiculous.
it's about 3 times they've done it, yeah.
Judge Dredd?
Yeah, Judge Dredd, yeah. There was one of them where literally we were coming to do the edit and they removed the film.
Oh, what was that now?
Ah,
Time Cop?
I think it might have been Time Cop. I think
you
I
had
was
an hour left, didn't you?
I think I was watching it, doing my second watch, and it come up at the top saying, this film's being removed in 60 minutes. And I'm like, what? You fucking mad?
I say, we're paying. The thing is, Raul, we pay for the extra subscription with them.
Yeah,
With
with
the MGM.
MGM subscription.
And they're still fucking us about.
I know, because we were going to do American Ninja 2 as well, and then they took that off.
That was it. American Ninja. Yeah, was
Yeah.
just about to start watching it. And then took
Yeah.
it off.
Bloody daft.
So many times. Okay, then
No.
the Best Actor Award, which is AKA the King Kong Award.
King Kong.
Yeah, that's right. You better walk away. Go on, walk
It
away.
is
'cause I'ma
King
burn
Kong.
This motherfucker down.
Just in case anyone ever
King
wonders.
Kong ain't got shit on me.
Just in case anyone ever wonders each week what this little guy is, if you're watching on YouTube, it's basically a pop figure of King Kong.
King Kong.
It's not just an ape. That's why I put it towards the screen every day, every week, should I say? I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of winging this now because I've got nothing on there, but I can't. Was there much acting in this film? There was like 3 characters.
Jumping to go first.
I'll go first. Best actor, probably Jack.
Terrible.
I don't know.
A lot.
The thing
there was
is,
a lot of bad
you won't
acting.
let me choose best actor and best character.
No, got separate.
Yeah, so I'm going to say Jack for best actor.
I don't think Chuck Norris was a great actor either.
No,
He wasn't.
he wasn't. I wouldn't call this acting. I'd just call this giving Chuck a gun and letting him wander around a film set. That was basically it. And just every now and then, just pretend to fire. We'll make sure the men run in front of you.
Here's one for you.
Oh,
Right, we found out before, didn't we? Chuck Norris was in the Air Force.
yeah.
Why can't he fire a fucking gun?
I don't know. Maybe you can fly a plane, but he can't fire a gun. Boom, 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 boom.
Hit firing every single time.
He does. No one
Okay.
aims.
I've gone for General Tran, whatever his name
Tran.
is.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
He wasn't too bad. He played quite a villain, not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you that. To be honest, I forgot he was in it. So, yeah, best actor.
Okay, worst actor.
The
Yeah.
Steven Seagal Award.
I'm gonna take you to the
Golden
bank,
Seagull.
Senator. Blood bank.
Sorry, mate, I completely talked over you then. Are you about to say the Seagal Award?
No, it's fine.
Golden Seagull. Oh. I
Fine.
always talk over you.
You do.
I know.
It's because you're deaf.
I have a lot to say, and I'm ignorant. I'll probably go for Vin, the guy who sneaks onto the boat and gets killed by the axe head.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
you on for?
The shit singer in a strip bar.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
It was really annoying.
It was annoying.
Was awful.
She was fucking terrible. What was she singing again?
If you think
Oh,
I'm
if you think
sexy.
I'm sexy.
Yeah.
If you think I'm sexy.
It's just that harmonica thing go over the top of it as well. It's really,
Yeah.
really bad combination.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible. I would say play it, but we'd probably get copyrighted for the music.
True.
Yeah.
Not like we're making millions as it is anyway.
It's not. It's not.
Best character,
Best character. Chuck himself.
Chuck.
He's literally the only character in it.
Go, mate, go. Got me a quick cheer there because we never go for the same one, but when we do,
Yeah. Worst character?
Jack.
Can I choose Jack? Yeah, no.
So for the best actor and the worst character.
All right, shut up. Worst character. I'll go for Tran.
Tran.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
bellend. Hot babe.
Anne?
Has to be. Yeah,
I think that's all it is, mate.
yeah.
3 things you liked about the film.
Ooh. I like the practical effects.
Yep.
What was the bit I said I liked before? There's one part I said, oh, I like this bit.
You've not got it written down?
I've not got anything written down now. I'm completely
Terrible.
winging it.
Terrible. No homework here at all.
No. What did I said before there's a bit I liked? Anyway, I liked what did I like? I like the explosions.
You said that already.
Did I? No, I said I like the practical effects.
That's the same thing.
Yeah, well, particularly the explosions. I'm just pausing. You know what else I fucking liked? It was pretty boring, to be honest. Let me think. One more
Do you want me
thing.
to go?
Yeah, go on. You go and I'll nick yours.
I like the way it was filmed,
Okay,
right?
With a camera.
Cinematography
right.
and the practical stunts with it, the way they
Yeah.
did it. When Chuck comes up out of the water firing the LMG, I thought it was just wicked.
Yeah.
It was good. And the explosions when he attacked that little village.
Yeah.
I think that's what you said before.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
Yeah.
thought I'd rob it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there we go.
personal rating out of 10.
God. 5?
Straight
Yeah.
5.
Straight 5?
5.6 I've gone for.
5.6.
Yeah.
Say that's pretty generous.
You reckon? No.
To be honest, it's
I think you'd be being harsh.
not a particularly bad film. It's just boring.
Mm,
I think the second watch, I watched the beginning, fell asleep, and watched the end.
yeah.
We're putting it on the wall, so we got the Wall of Fame up at the moment. If you're listening on Spotify
That's
or
it.
on Apple Podcasts or on Amazon Podcasts as well. If you're listening, we have one to skip. We have 3 categories. We have one to skip, worth a watch, and a must-see movie.
Not that.
It's definitely not must-see. No, I wouldn't say it was worth a watch really either.
I'd say if you want a classic war film with Chuck Norris in, and it's not one of his worst films that Chuck Norris has done.
Is it not?
No, there's a lot worse.
Yes.
I think there's one called Silent Rage, and I think it might be Breaker Break. I think we're both on our list as well.
Breaker.
Right. Oh no, yeah. Original title.
Breaker. Let me guess, he's driving a truck.
Possibly.
What is he, like a rip-off of Smokey and the Bandit or something?
Probably.
Have you not
I
seen
can't
it?
remember what it's about. To be honest with you.
Breaker. Breaker 2-4. I'm tempted to say one to skip.
I'd say worth a watch.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I don't know, if you pop in your cherry like I have and you're going to watch a Chuck Norris film, then maybe, but there's not much.
That's I won't go out of my way to do it. I won't say, go watch it. But it's like, say, if you're looking for an old, bear in mind as well, what it's got to take into consideration, it is 40 years old.
Yeah, but there's better films out there from the 80s, that action films.
I know, but like, say, if you're looking at year 2000, 40 years ago in his 60s, like running around, fucking John Wayne doing westerns.
Spaghetti Western.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to put in comparison. Do you know what I mean? 40 years ago, at year 2000, they were awful black and white things.
The only thing I would probably recommend this film for is if you can't sleep at night. Put it on.
That would help.
Guaranteed, after the first little bit of action scene, you'll be asleep.
Yeah.
Pretty much around the time he's waiting for his hooker.
Got a flick for it? Heads
Yeah,
to
we'll
tails?
flip. I'm saying one to skip, but yeah, I'll flip for it if you got a coin. You not got a coin, have you?
No. What I will do, though,
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
What are you going to do? You're going to use Siri?
speak to my AI.
I'm going to let ChatGPT decide.
We are currently doing our podcast for Six and Below Movie Podcast with Erik. You are currently live on our show. We would like your recommendation on the movie Missing in Action. Would you say it is worth a watch or a movie to skip?
Missing in Action is one of those classic Chuck Norris action flicks from the 80s.
Not though.
It's got all the hallmarks of a typical Norris film. Lots of action, bit of a Rambo vibe, and a heavy dose of cold patriotism. If you're into cheesy action movies with a lot of man-army, it's definitely, especially for the nostalgia factor. But if you're looking for deep storytelling or top-notch acting, it might not be up your alley. It's more of a watch with some friends and have a laugh kind of film.
Would you say it is a movie to skip or is it worth a watch?
Ask it to flip a coin. I'll say heads.
That's quite a good answer you gave me at the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's better than what we've trade.
Okay.
Ask it to ask Siri to flip a coin. I'll choose heads.
Yeah. Can you flip a coin between heads and tails?
Sure, let's flip.
Put it closer.
It's heads.
Hey, one to skip. There we
One
go.
to skip.
One to
Yeah.
skip, everybody.
Thank
One
you,
to skip.
AI.
Yeah, thank you, ChatGPT. Our future rulers.
One to skip it is then.
I would like to pledge my allegiance to our future AI overlords.
I was actually quite impressed, actually, with the answer.
Yeah, it was good, yeah. We should maybe just let it do the podcast from now on.
Literally, it is one to sit down with your friends, have a beer, and not take it serious.
To be honest, if I was going to sit down and watch any of the films on our list and have a beer and not take it serious, I would recommend Samurai Cop. Is he still talking?
Can you please repeat what you just said?
Sure. I said it's great to be part of the Six and Below Movie Podcast decision-making process. It looks like Missing in Action is officially a skip, but it's all about having fun with it, right? I'll keep my co-host role in mind. Definitely not an overlord yet. Thanks for including me, and keep enjoying those laid-back movie nights with your friends.
The fuck?
Thank you.
It started. Was that even on?
I didn't think it was. My phone was on the side, and it's overheard you saying about calling it an overlord.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
That's clever.
That is clever. That is clever. I definitely pledge my allegiance now to our AI overlords.
Scary, that.
Remember me, I'm useful. I'm useful. Is it talking?
No, but that
Good
was...
luck editing this, by the way.
Mate,
that was weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really
Right,
weird.
well, on that bombshell, as Clarkson used to say, shall we wrap it up then?
We shall.
So join us next week, hopefully, if Amazon don't take it down, for Snakes on a Motherfucking Plane.
That's it. Snakes on a plane.
Aye.
You haven't watched it yet, have you?
I've not watched it, no. Never seen
Right.
it.
Yeah.
I got the gist of the film. The snakes on a plane.
It's bad. It's bad. Stay tuned anyway, guys. I've been Darren.
Yeah. I've been Erik.
Thanks very much for watching.
Yeah.
Six and Below Movie Podcast.
Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.